that's now
I don't
recording for
know again.
YouTube. Okay,
Chat was sorely lacking last week.
I know there was no one in chat. I don't know if we'll get anyone this week. We'll see. Just put the action cam a bit closer. Right, cool. So, it's Jack first, isn't it? Though Jack's kind of hemmed in. That was a bit of a silly deployment.
Go in any order we want. It's not common.
Oh, of course we can. I think it's because the last game that rule kind of went out the window, didn't it? Because of the overlord.
Well, we found him very quickly.
Yeah.
Getting choked with zombie Jesus.
Well, do you want me to just move us all up standard formation then?
Yes, please.
Okay. Is anyone swapping any weapons and stuff?
I'm currently holding my primordial and my javelin.
I'm not letting go of my carnal bow for love nor money. I'll call you.
You'd have to prize it off your dead hands.
Now I've got the eye primordial. It's very rare. I think I'm going to use my bow, unless for some reason I have no magic. But I get magic on a 1 now, so.
Well, this is why I was always really keen, because I kept banging on about that javelin, because I kind of figured that eye might come up at some point, and it's so good. But you're then stuck with one hand for an offensive weapon.
Yeah.
Which just kills bows, unfortunately. But that javelin, now it's modded up, is pretty good.
Next time do I still have the mummified hand, or did we sell it?
I think we sold it.
Yeah. Sorry, I've still got it in my set of cards. I was going to say, if we haven't sold it, let's do so.
Let's have a peek.
Well, I'm really looking forward to getting a house.
Everyone likes a house. No one likes renting.
With a kitchen, a study.
We could do that. Who's doing darkness these days? I've completely forgotten.
I think it was me.
Doing a roll away.
Yeah. A 3.
A 3. 3's good. So let's mark it out. And we're on number 1 spot. Okay, so
remind me, what's the objective for today? We've got to find a room.
We have, that's a good point actually. What are we doing? We've gone back to the, is it Awergen mansion? I can never pronounce that name. Awergen. And we have to, it's quite a short dungeon, find the sanctuary. And that's right, yeah, there's a portal in the room which is going to keep spewing out demons through the portal, and there's also some kind of like...
got to destroy the 4 statues, haven't we?
Yeah, they're like sustaining the portal, so you've got to try and take those out, otherwise we're just going to get overwhelmed with monsters, basically.
Yeah.
So, knocking the camera over. Let's see see what the first card is. So we've got the stairway down, that's where we started. So we've got an L corridor. So I'll just go and grab that, and we're going to move on to a grey spot on the darkness wheel. So these L corridors kind of muck up the dungeon layout a little bit. Try and slot it in. Right, okay. So what do you want to do? Just standard formation around the corridor?
Yeah, makes sense. Shall I roll the darkness wheel again?
Yeah, might as well. Let me just get just pull the camera back. Just get
I rolled a 6.
You got a 6?
Oh, my magic.
Cool. Okay, so Dave would come crashing around the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he could use his second action to open the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move again. And I'll just put you guys there. Darkness roll was a 6, was it?
It was.
Okay, so that's a 6. And we have, what have we got? we've got a dweller's room.
Oh, environment.
And that's going to go red. We will have an environment. So it says there's an abandoned meal. So a hearth built into the wall still burns, cooking the contents of a large stew pot. Someone must have left this in a hurry. If you wish to eat from it, you must use a search action and roll a d6. 1 looks bad, poisoned 3 times. 2, you get poisoned. 3, you heal 1d6 wounds. 4 is 2d6 wounds. 5 wounds and insanity. 6 wounds, insanity and poison. So it might not be that useful at the moment. Do you want to roll for an encounter, Vicky, or an event?
I was going to say, I'd rather find an event. No, it's an encounter. I rolled 3.
Rubbish. Okay, just going to get the map tile out. Right, so let's move the camera back a bit. And I'll put the door at the bottom. Have I done that right? Yeah, that's right. So we've got dweller's room, we've got the environment, dungeon cards. I'm just going to leave the door down for a minute because it might actually get in the way otherwise. And we've got an encounter, was it?
Yeah, afraid so.
What have we got?
To be fair, you shouldn't have read the environment card yet. Oh yeah, you should.
Yeah, they're okay. The event ones are kind of the ones that you have to trigger a bit later, sort of thing. So we have 3 scorned brutes and 1d6 scorned hunters.
Oh, I don't want to roll this one.
They will have death then.
I rolled a 3.
That's alright. So, scorned hunters, they're going to go to the back because they're ranged. And they'll go in kind of rank formation because they're ranged attackers. And the brutes, I'm not quite sure what the brutes look like actually.
They're about 1.5 feet tall. And Vicky can kill them by treading on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that might be a porcupine. I've got the new monster cards and they don't have the picture on the back.
No, I remember you saying it's almost a faux pas. They could have done with putting them on the back.
Yeah, I might have to do that. So I'm just gonna, because I think the savages might be the normal ones, the brutes might be the next ones up. I just want to check. So I'm just kind of digging out the original monster cards.
The original postcards, when it was released, had the picture of the creature on the back. So like our cards do, we can tell what's what. The updated ones didn't have the picture on the back, had all the information at the front. You could almost do is sticking them on the old cards.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I could just like temporarily stick them or blue tack them or something because I still like the old ones as well. It's just different play style. The brutes are actually the really big buggers. So
yeah, nice. They've got things that go smash.
So we do need Dave.
Yeah, they're like really big, which I wasn't 100% certain about. So these are gonna, I would imagine these are pretty nasty. Right, I'm just juggling cards at the moment because I had to get a load of cards out to figure out which ones they were, because we don't get these ones very often. So I'm just going to new cards now.
Please do. Do my bow now. could also do my magics. Although,
You can use it whenever you feel like.
yeah. But I don't want to use it all the time. I'm going to be casting magic. I need to keep this in my hand if I'm casting magic. Yeah.
Okay, there's the Scorn Brutes, got there eventually, and the Scorn Hunters. So I'll just write their stats up and then we're good to go. So,
Awesome.
shall I start with the Brutes, since they're in our face? So, the Brutes, what have we got?
Brutes look like they're bodyguards for the things at the back.
They're pretty big. They've got initiative of 3, so that's really low. They've got movement of 6.
Wow.
We're level 6, so they have a colossal endurance of 10. Bloody hell. They've got 2 attacks and they hit on a 4+. And their damage output is going to be their strength. It's going to be 8. And do you want to roll 2 dice for perks?
I guess so. A double 2, so I'll roll one of those again. A 5.
2 and a 5. So, Demon Height Hammer, they get +1 to hit on all melee attacks. So I'm going to change their 4+ to a 3+. And they also get Large Scale, so -1 to hit on all attacks against it. And they're also immune to fire-based wounds. That's a pain. So, and their mind value is 3. Just in case you're going to scream at them.
I have to be in the doorway to do that.
And their health, wow, their health is 40.
That's right, Jack's got that one covered.
I'm not sure I do. That's a day job.
It is a day job, to be fair.
So these hunters, they're still quite low initiative. Their initiative 4, their movement's 4, so it's a bit higher.
You've got your tattoo now, haven't you?
Yeah, got that, so that's good.
All 4 of us are going before them.
Yeah, and that's really decent. Their endurance is really high as well. It's 9, and they get 2 attacks hitting on 3+. The damage is going to be their perception because they're shooting, so that's 7. So that's not quite as high. Do you want to roll 2 dice for perks?
Yeah. 5 and 6. Do you want me to
Right, you
roll
have
one
to
of those?
roll one of those again.
A 4.
Okay, so they've got fire arrows, so if they do a quick shot, a critical hit will ignite, and they're seasoned, so they get +1 to hit on quick shot. And their mind value is 4.
The hitting's all in their favour this time. We need to take at least a couple out before they get their go.
Yeah, otherwise they're going to be hitting us all over the show. And their health is 17, so that's a bit lower. So these are the hunters.
What did you say? How many attacks do they each get?
They get 2 attacks and they hit on a 3+, unless they're doing quick shot, in which case I think they hit on a 2+.
That's a little favour.
Mm-hmm.
Monster cards you've just put down, can you bring them closer to your phone, like down the table? Because
Got a bit of light on it.
Yeah, they're being a bit whited out. Lovely.
that's better.
That better.
Yeah. I mean, the Hunter's one wasn't too bad. It was the Brute's one I couldn't read.
I probably
But I
need
can
to
now.
tweak the lighting again. Right, okay, cool. So that's what we've got. It's over to Jack, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
So the question is, do I try and take out a single brute, which is unlikely, or go for the hunters?
I think you should start on the Hunters.
Yeah, I agree, because I think we can probably hold the brutes back with me or Dave, just kind of sucking up blows.
Works for me. In which case, let's take a pot shot at one of the hunters.
Okay. I'll put a pencil against the left one.
Yep, we'll go for the left, but do you want to get Dave into the call?
Oh, is Dave available?
He said, deal me in, folks.
Deal him in. Okay, let's deal in Dave.
He may be coughing and sneezing a bit.
Oh no, he's got
I
the
told him
he's
to
got
anyway.
COVID, says he.
So,
I missed that.
COVID.
Yeah, he's distanced. We're all good.
He's
Okay.
distance. Yeah, he can cough all over his iPad.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's just dialing him in at the moment. But Jack, you might as well crack on.
Right, you are. Well, to be fair, the very first thing I'll do is unleash the trouser snake at the brute. It's unlikely to do anything, but I'll give it a go first. Trouser snake failed.
Oh, the brute was too much for it.
It was. Couldn't quite. No, I'm not going to say it.
You couldn't penetrate.
Precisely. Right, anyway, shot at the hunter. Shot 1. Hit. So 2d6 9. What are they on? They're on 9. Okay, so 10 wounds.
10 wounds, nice. Are you shooting that one again?
Yep. I shall shoot him again. That's a hit. Lovely. That is not quite so good. Right.
When did you get?
50.
6.
Well, 9 gone, 6 wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, one shot. That's a real pain.
That's okay, because when I kill it with the next shot, it'll ricochet and give me a free attack.
Oh yeah, good shot.
I've got 2 attacks left anyway, so.
Joys of the carnal bow.
Yep.
Just put that there. Back in the face.
Right. 3rd shot is a complete waste of a crit.
Oh no. Well, he's going to explode though, isn't he? So he's going to. His corpse will explode, and then you're going for the one next along the line, I suppose.
Yeah,
I may
makes
as well.
sense.
That hit.
Hello?
Oh, we have a Dave.
Alright.
You all right,
Just so
Dave?
you're aware, you've opened a door already.
6 wounds.
Oh, okay. I've got a stick. Sorry.
You broke up a bit then, Dave, but we'll blame it on your ill health.
Okay.
That was 6 wounds, by the way, Liam.
Oh, nice one. Okay, and have you got any more shots left?
Yeah, final shot. Brush your fingers.
Could do with a crit here.
Yeah.
It's a crit, isn't it?
My fingers and toes.
So that is 12 wounds.
Oh, he's dead then.
Oh, awesome. Another free shot.
Remember, guys, as well, because we keep forgetting it, that if you're standing next to me, you're going to get +1 on all your damage because of my sensor. And we keep forgetting it.
Yes. Either way, I'm going to take my free shot. Hit. Idiot. So, this one. 7 wound.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's amazing. You almost wiped off the whole back line. That carnal bow is really good. So,
It is.
I can try and finish taking it out with my javelin. So if you guys focus on the brutes.
yeah. Yeah, makes sense. So I'm going to mark 7 wounds next to this guy. For this game, I'm going to count number of wounds taken because I think it's possibly a bit easier rather than trying to count down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, have we got a Dave? Is Dave there?
Yeah, I just haven't got on Twitch yet, so I can't see what we're doing.
No worries.
Step forward one and smash the brute in front of you.
What Vicky said.
Right, so I'm just going to try and squeeze you into the doorway, Dave.
The brute has, just so you know, you'll see it when you get in, but the brute has 40 health. Its endurance is 10, which I know doesn't count for you. He has 2 attacks, hitting on a 3+. And I think one of his perks means that we hits to it a
-1.
-1.
So you're hitting on 3+ again.
during the broadcast, so I was watching it ended.
I can't quite hear you there, Dave. You're really slurred.
That'd be the whiskey. Twitch saying the broadcast is ended.
No, it's still running. You might just have to refresh your Twitch feed.
Oh, there we go.
Right, do you want to attack away, Dave?
Right. See now. Right. First one, hitting on a 3 now, because, you know,
Yeah.
-1 apparently. Missed, of course it did. Second one, hit. And 2d6 plus 8. I assume it's a demon.
It is a demon, yeah.
Is it a demon? Am I next to you? Am I next to you?
Sorry, Dave.
No.
Yeah, you are actually. You're diagonally adjacent, so you will get +1 on this.
2d6 plus 9 then. 15 wounds to it.
15 wounds. Wow. So that's well, I'll just count them up. So I might do 5s on this actually, because it might be a bit easier. So 5.
Much easier to count.
Yeah.
That gives me 7 fury. And I will spend them to smack it again then.
Cool.
Another 16 wounds to it.
16. Wow. So 5.
And that's for if I'd hit the last one, would it most likely?
Yeah, you would have taken
Or
it.
the first one rather.
So you've done 31
So
wounds.
that puts me up to an 8 with 2 attacks.
No, that's still really good, Dave. So he's got, was it 9 life left? 9 health?
Yeah.
I mean, there's an outside chance that I might be able to finish it off unless Vicky goes for it. Right, so they're 4 and 3 initiatives. So Vicky, you're up next, aren't you?
No, because you have your tattoo now, don't you?
So I do. I'm no longer last.
No.
I got so used to being last.
So give it another 2 wounds. I should have been 2d6 plus 9 of your sensor.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay.
Strength 7 plus my tattoo. So they 2 wounds on it.
Okay, no worries. Dave, you might want to potentially restart your router because your sound quality is atrocious. Dave, if you do, I can just dial you back in. It's up to you.
She's using the internet as well on her laptop.
Well, we can't understand you at the moment because we can only hear like every 4th word. Right, okay. I'm gonna have a pop at it. I might as well try and finish off the brute, hadn't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, right. So I'm hitting.
I'll be back in a minute, and I'm just going to go and turn it off.
No worries. We'll see you in a bit. Right, I'm gonna try and hit on. I think I hit on 3+ these days. So first attack is a 5. And I've been a bit stupid because I've not been generating faith. Are we on turn 3?
Yeah.
So I should actually be on 6 faith by now.
Yep.
Right, so that one's hit. So it's 1d6 plus 2 damage, but it's 2d6 because we've crafted it. So that's currently 9. Plus...
I reckon if you were to look back at every video you've recorded, each game, I can guarantee you'll have said, I've been a bit of an idiot, I've not been there.
It's a running theme. I think it's just a catchphrase now. Because I keep forgetting to generate faith. I can't keep track. Right, my strength is 3, so I add that on. So I've got 5, 6, 7. I've got 10. I've got 1 more for the sensor, so that's 11. and I get +2 for the hammer as well. So that's 13. Is it worth me spending a faith point to add +3 onto this?
How much health has he got left?
He's only got 7 left.
Okay, and an endurance of 10, and you've done how many already?
What was I up to? 13. So I've done 3
Okay,
damage. Should I just keep plinking away at it? Because I've got a few attacks anyway.
I would.
It's the thing, the moment you kill it, you're going to get an extra faith, 2 faith anyway. And that opens up using one of your offensive miracles.
Yeah, okay.
It's one step further forward.
I need to, it's line of sight, not room.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I've got a few more attacks yet, so I'll just roll with that for the moment. So that's 13 minus the 10.
Do you have to be stood next to it to kill it? Because on our Twitch stream...
Oh yeah, I do, sorry. So I completely forgot about that. It's because I can't see anything, it's so big.
Yeah.
So I'll just move myself up, so I'm in the doorway next to Dave, and then I get to hit it. So I would have done another 3. So that puts that on, put that on another 5, and then another 1. So it's on 10, 20, 35, 36, so 4 more to go. So my second attack has missed. That's a pain. And then my third attack is a crit. So that's decent. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that is well and truly dead. So my last attack gets wasted because I generate another attack if I pull off a miracle.
Did you use a miracle?
Oh no, I haven't actually. Yeah, you're right. I haven't used one.
However, Liam, because that gets you an extra 2 faith, you're on 8 faith now.
I am indeed. So Smite's quite cool. I don't know what you guys think of this one. So roll a number of d6 equal to your charisma, which in my case is 6. For every 4 you score, you do 2 wounds.
Okay, take out that hunter.
Yeah?
I think so.
You don't want Vicky to finish it off?
Well, it's kind of up to Vicky on that one. I'm only thinking that if you kill it, you get 2. You'll be hitting on 5 against the big guys. It's shitter.
Yeah. Use your miracle, because I can't guarantee I'm going to get 5.
Okay, well I'll smite it then. So smite costs 4, and what's my necklace? All of your miracles with a faith cost of 4 or more get reduced by 1, so that just falls in. So it's going to cost me 3. And let's try and smite it then. So 6 dice, looking for 4 pluses. Here we go. Each 4 plus is 2 wounds, so it's not bad. 50%, 6 wounds dumped on that guy.
Cool.
That's a pain, hasn't quite killed it.
Okay. Have you got anything else left?
I don't think you can do the same miracle twice in a turn. What's the rest of it? No, because I've got Hold Evil, Fix Stuff in Place, Breath of Life is healing. Oh, Purification. Each demon in your line of sight suffers 1d6 wounds. It costs 5, but I can drop that to 4, so I could pull that one off.
Yeah. Is it wounds, not damage, isn't it?
It is wounds, yeah. So it's pretty
Because you
neat.
can get all of them, can't you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you do that, remember you're going to get 2 faith back for killing that guy at the back anyway.
That's a good shout. So if I spend 4 to do Purification, and then each demon in line of sight suffers 1d6, roll separately. So rolling for the guy at the back, he's on 13. I need a 4 plus to kill it. It's a 4. Is that right? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, it does do it. That was lucky. So he's dead. So that gets 2 faith back. So that's nice. And then the one on the right, Brute on the right, takes a wound, and the other one takes 5 wounds.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's not bad at all. And then it's
Agreed.
over to Vicky.
Start with javelin and then go from there.
Yeah. I don't think I'll do a lot with it. Okay. I'll roll to hit the brute that's got 1 health, 1 damage.
If Jack contracted Dave's plague.
Yep.
Sorry, Vicky.
2d plus 2 plus my strength. Yeah. I rolled 11.
Nice.
16. So I've done 6 wounds to it.
Awesome. Which one was that? The one on the left or the right?
Right, the one that's only got 1 damage so far.
So 6 wounds you've done, was it?
Yes.
Okay, so if I count in 5s again, because it's easier.
No, I missed.
Got them spells. Oh.
Well, I'm going to imbue you with pain.
Cool. Yeah. Sure, if you want to do me or Dave, that's all.
Well, there's a proposition.
We work on Dave.
Yeah.
Oi.
Choice of words, Jack. Choice of words.
Unfortunately, it was the look of amused mischief.
I couldn't resist.
It's a dangerous game to play with the missus.
Well, are you going to do any damage to them at all? Is it worth giving you damage, or should I
I
just...
will do damage to them, but because of their endurance, you're putting 2 damage on them. 2 wounds, extra 3 directly. Remembering that on the next round you can imbue me as well. You can cast it whenever you want.
Oh, yeah.
And you can stack it. Right?
Oh yeah, you've got
Okay,
time meddling.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to imbue Dave currently, and I'm going to use 4 dice to do it.
Vicky, before you do anything, am I right in
Yeah.
thinking that when the brutes have their go, when they do their move phase, you can then immediately afterwards use time meddling to then move them back and put them out of attack range?
Yes, but I'd imagine I can only use 1 spell per round.
You can't use the same spell
Yeah.
more than once. It's a bit like me with my miracles. I can't use the same miracle twice in a round.
Yeah, I can certainly move 1 of them out of the way.
Hmm.
Okay, let me roll 4 dice to imbue, because I've got 11 magics currently.
Okay.
Yeah. 4, 1, that's fine. Okay, Dave has an extra 4 damage on his next attack,
Cool.
and he's back.
Dave is back. Okay, well, whilst you're doing your thing, I'll deal him in.
I'm not in the right room to do Screaming Siren. I can't get there. Spirit pays points with their endurance. That advice, nobody needs healing, and I will save my magic for that spell. Okay.
Okay,
Done.
cool. So, is it the brutes go now then, presumably?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, we have a Dave. Have we got a Dave?
He's appeared in my circle.
Have we-
I'm here.
As long as it's not your triangle.
I'm here. Is that any better?
It's a bit crackly, but it might improve. Right.
Dave, just so you know, on your next turn, you
I
have
think-
plus 4. I imbued you with pain, so you got plus 4 damage to whatever you do.
Oh, no. 2d6 plus 12 if I'm next, or 13 if I'm next to Elaine.
Yeah, that'd be
Awesome.
really, really good. Okay, so I'm going to move the brute up on the... Oh, hang on. Before I do that, we need to roll their behaviour. So I'm just going to roll that. So the brutes have a 6. So what they're doing... each brute without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks with swing, which also affects another accursed adjacent the brute. So each attacks with swing their target, which also affects another accursed adjacent to the brute. So it looks like they hit 2. Swing does 2d6 damage, and on a critical hit, All those affected are also moved away from the brute by up to 2 squares, and then are made prone. So, if I move the one up on the left first, are you then planning on using your time meddling, Vicky?
Yeah, let's try moving away. How many spaces do you want me to move him away?
It doesn't actually matter, because even if you move him 1 space away, he can't attack anyone.
Well, shall I move him 2 for safety's sake?
Okay.
It gives me more guarantees of rolling the thing, because I have to roll a 3 to hit it.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Cool. So he's getting pushed back 2, is he?
Yes.
That's really good time meddling. So that's going to deny him an attack now, because he's done his move phase, you've then interjected, and now it's his attack phase and he has no targets. Obviously it won't work for the next one, so
Has he not moved far back?
Sorry?
Moved too far back.
You moved him 2 squares, didn't you?
It did, but that's a 5x5 room, isn't it?
No, it's a 4x4.
Okay.
And also they take up 2x2, they're pretty big, those things.
Yeah, I just thought the room was bigger than that.
No,
My
it's
bad.
pretty small. They're big, almost as big as Dave. So Dave,
Are you able to hear the crackling when I open the wrappers?
No. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I can hear it a little bit.
Well, now I've mentioned it, but
Sounds like you're
just
typing on the keyboard.
Greeting raiders.
Right, so the Scorn Brute, Dave, are you ready to take a hit?
Yeah, go on then.
So I think we're both going to get a hit, because he can, because we're both adjacent, and he can hit 2 targets. So he's got 2 attacks. So first one on Dave is going to hit on a 3+, but they had some perks. Demonite Hammer +1 to hit, so they hit on a 2. So it's hit you, Dave. That's 2d6 damage +8.
Liam, you marked that on their card already.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Well, he still hit you because he's rolled a 3. So it's 2d6 damage +8. Yeah.
I'll evade.
Liam's fate.
I'm evading.
You're
Your hands.
going to evade. Okay, right. So he's got double 3. So 6 + 8. 14?
14.
Yeah, looks like it.
How does that affect you, Liam?
15 so far.
Well, when he does his next attack, he gets to attack me because he can hit. What does swing say? Each attacks with swing their target, which also affects another accursed adjacent to the brute.
Yeah, so he doesn't, I don't think, swings again. I think that one attack hits the pair of you.
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
So basically, your fate rides in Dave's hand, and whatever damage he does, I guess.
Ah, okay.
So
I'm with you.
you
Well,
can use it for your. He chose to evade, so you can use your evade and armor. I'm guessing. I wouldn't imagine you have to pay for it separately.
well, I get the armour anyway. I probably should have declared it before, but I didn't realise I was getting hit at the same time. But the armour's mitigating 13.
What I'm saying is, I don't think you have to spend an evade because Dave's controlling that, isn't he?
No, that's just for Dave though. It's just the swing is so wide-reaching that it hits both of us, but we've still both got to choose how we're going to react to that. Whether you try and dodge out the way or whether you just stand there and take it, sort of thing. I'm just going to take it on my armour because how much damage was it? Was it 14?
15.
15.
Yeah. No, 14. I can ignore.
Well, I'm going to spend the stamina, so I don't take any damage, and then the next attack from it. So, you ready, Dave? So it's a critical this time. So
Ooh, ouch.
that's grim. So that on a critical hit,
Damn it. I can't do it mid-attack either.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So on a critical hit, all those affected are moved up to 2 squares away from the brute and also placed prone. I don't particularly want to suffer that, so... Sorry, Dave, I can't hear anything you're saying.
I ignore prone, so I don't mind that.
Okay. So are you going to evade this then, or are you just going to take it?
I'm going to evade it. Is there any extra damage on it, or is it just the same 2d6?
It's the same as last time.
You've still moved up to 2 squares away.
Right, okay.
He won't get moved.
That's fine.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's true, because he's not tumbling, is he? So he will get hit. So it's done 3, 4, 5 plus the 8. Is that 13?
Yeah.
And Dave will get
15, so that's fine.
Dave gets pushed back 2 squares.
Oh, no, I can't.
Yeah, you don't get made prone, Dave, but you still get pushed back. I'm gonna. I don't really want to get made prone, so I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna have to spend 2 stamina, which is a nuisance. So I'm gonna avoid that attack entirely. And then it's a darkness roll.
5.
5, cool. Okay, so Jack, you're up.
One little question. Would you like to intervene and give me a bit of pain?
Yes. I'm going to imbue Jack with pain.
With your time meddling.
Yeah. He also has an additional 4 damage.
Awesome. Right, their endurance is 10, so with that I now do it.
Oh, about that as well.
Wounds.
Sorry, Dave?
Do I still have the plus 4 as well?
Yes, you do.
Okay, thank you.
I time meddled.
Yeah. Cool.
That's going to get quite confusing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's quite cool, though. Yeah, because Imbued with Pain doesn't run out until Vicky... Until it's the start of your turn, is it?
Choose a character in line of sight and move in any direction.
That's cool.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
Imbued with pain. Target the weapon of a person on sight. This weapon will deal 1 additional damage during attacks for every source dice used to cast this spell. These effects will last until the start of my next turn.
Oh, we've got another follow from... Who was that? Gamer Dad.
Good evening, Gamer Dad.
Gamer Dad.
Oh, I just followed someone called Bat Dad.
Sorry, Vicky, what are you up to?
Oh,
It's Jack's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jack, sorry. So Jack's imbued with pain, is he?
yep.
Yeah.
So, as is traditional, I shall start with the snake at the front one. So, go trouser snake. It's a hit. Not likely it's going to do much, but you never know. Oh, bollocks. Did 10.
Broke even.
That's upsetting. Right, okay, I shall shoot the front brute then.
Did you fail to penetrate again, Jack?
No, I penetrated, but I only touched one side.
You bounced off the rim.
Yeah.
I don't want to give a brute a rimming, thank you.
Right.
So, first shot now hitting on 3.
My 3.
Because they have a -1 to hit.
Yeah, they do.
He rolled a 2.
In fact, I don't even know if Dave and I factored that in, you know. Might have screwed up on that.
I did.
Did you? Okay, it might have just been me that screwed up. I can't remember.
You now rolled a 6.
So that is, you gave me 4, didn't you? That's 12 plus 13, 25 minus 10, 15 wounds.
15 wounds, bloody hell. Okay, that's good.
That was a crit, so it had to be good.
Yeah, the extra 4 really does make a difference.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear the crit woohoo.
That's because I didn't give so much of a woohoo as a shit-eating grin. Yeah. Attack number 3.
Go on then.
You got a 3. It hits.
Nice.
2d6 plus 3. 8 wounds.
Lovely.
I know. Thanks for that.
So what you on? 10, you're on 30 at the moment. 10 more and it's down.
That's doable.
We rolled another 3.
Hope for the best.
Go on.
How many dice did you roll?
Roll 2 dice.
Amazing.
9 plus 3, isn't it? So it's dead.
12 wounds.
Bloody hell. So that imbued with pain's made a massive difference.
Yeah.
So did that kill it?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
it. You got it.
Free attack.
This attack gets a free attack.
Oh, it explodes, doesn't it? Carnal bow.
Carnal bow. Hooray. Grit. 15 wounds.
15 wounds, bloody hell.
I like imbued with pain.
Never played Darklight without an outcast.
Or a witch.
Or a witch, yeah.
That's okay, witch. You can punch me in the eye anytime you like.
Yeah. I managed to hit Jack in the eye last night. I couldn't stop laughing.
I was highly impressed.
How did you manage to hit him in the eye?
I
Well,
don't really know.
I do. But he was using me as a pillow for, going to sleep. So then decided to roll over to go to sleep. To do that, she swung her fist over to use leverage and stuck 2 knuckles in my eyeball.
Have you got a nice shiner, or is it you got away with that?
No, I got away with it. I kind of wanted a shiner because it would have been quite entertaining turning up to see her family today with a black eye. It's abuse.
We would have had to have streamed that, obviously. I would have rigged up an extra camera just to get a shot of that.
No. It's me with the black hand and a ginormous bruise on my hip. So, I mean,
Neither of which are down to me.
this is true.
The only bruise
But,
on your hand.
in defence,
What happened to the bruise you got on your hand the last time? How did that happen?
I've been very active. I hit a crate whilst I was holding another crate.
I meant the other one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I managed to hit Jack in the jaw last week as well, and I hurt my own hand.
You're quite violent, really, aren't you? On top of being a self-harmer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The sweetening act is all an act. He's vicious.
It is. It's all obviously not intentional.
It's clumsy.
It's clumsiness. Hence, I keep bruising myself. I just can't stop laughing.
I'm starting to question this party. We've got a greater demon of Nurgle on one end, and then we've got a self-harmer and a violent woman on another. Jack's just a punch bag.
Pretty much.
He's pretty solid. You can take it.
Take it. Oh, anyway, Dave, you're up, aren't you?
I can't even hear you.
You can't hear us.
Shocking.
Well, if you need to bail out,
I
don't.
can hear you, but it's all very crackly.
Okay, well, if you need to bail out, don't worry about it, because we can always carry on your character for the moment. But do you want to move up and smash the brute?
You want to use leap, Dave?
Ooh,
Oh, that could kill them all.
leap would be good.
Yeah.
You gonna leap, Dave?
Well, I can't get my twitch. I can barely hear you.
Okay, well, why don't you bail out? We can always play your character, and if you sort your
Yeah.
connection out, you can rejoin us.
there's no point.
Okay, well, we'll catch you later.
I can't hear you, and my switch isn't working. If I can get the internet to work better, then I'll try and join in again.
Okay, well, we'll catch you later. Right, so Dave's leap, because I've got Dave's cards.
Yeah, alright.
So at the start of your turn, you may spend 1 stamina to leap instead of moving. So I'm trying to think. Has Dave spent 2 stamina, hasn't he? I think. Didn't he evade twice earlier or something?
Yes, he did.
So I'm just going to track that on the sheet. So he spent 2 stamina. I'm not sure what fury he's on right now. Did he say something about 7?
I'll ask.
Okay, I think he's possibly on 7 fury. So if he does leap, it says at the start of your movement phase, you may spend 1 stamina to leap instead of moving. Leap, move with a number of squares up to your movement value plus 1d3. So he moves 5 at the moment, I think. So we'll easily get there.
It's not worth rolling the dice, because unless you want him stood right next to the door.
No, there's no point. But when he does it, you cannot be threatened while sleeping, and the first attack after leap gains +1 damage.
Awesome.
Nice. Or wound in Dave's case.
Yeah.
Yep. Already got 4 from you, so he's doing 5.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how do we want to play Dave then? Like, do you guys want to play Dave, and I'll just track his fury and stamina for you?
It might be a shout. The issue is I don't have an up-to-date sheet for him here, so I'd only printed out mine and Vicky's this time round.
No, that's cool. Well, I can just read out the skills, so it's not a problem. You guys can decide what you want to do with him. So he's got 2 attacks basic now. So do you want to leap him in?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that's going to cost a stamina. So he.
Although thinking about it, what advantage does leap give? Because he moves 5 anyway, and he's only going to be leaping 5.
It just gives you +1 damage.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
You want to do it? Because he's
Yeah,
already.
he's getting his stamina back. It's not like this brute's going to last long.
Okay, so we'll do that then. So he started on 6 stamina because his endurance is 6. So
Dave said he's got 11 fury and 4 stamina.
Okay, he's got 4 stamina at the moment. That's cool, and he's got 11 fury. So I'm just marking that so we can track it. So okay, so you want to leap in. So that's going to take him down to 3 stamina. And that'll put him directly in front of the brute, and then you get to roll the attack.
Oh, I'm rolling apparently.
Yep,
How many dice am I rolling?
Well, it's an attack first, so roll and get 3 or above.
I failed.
There's something about Dave's character.
Okay, so you then get to go again.
I hit this time.
Okay.
2d6.
I rolled 8.
His strength is 6.
So that's
14.
14 plus the 4 Vicky's given him, so
18.
18.
Okay, I'm
And then
just having a look at his death maul. His death maul doesn't add any extra damage, but it does ignore endurance entirely. So that endurance of 10 is gone.
Yeah, so 18 wounds. on
So
that
we
attack.
added his strength in, yeah?
Strength is
We added the +1 for...
no, because that was the first attack, which we missed.
Oh, okay.
So that's that. He can spend fury to do another attack.
Well, he's going to get some fury from that as well, doesn't he? But I mean, he's already on 11. Highest he can go is 12. So let's just assume he's maxed out.
Yep.
And so what's he got? He's got Rampage. So once per turn, you may spend 4 fury points to deal 1 extra melee or ranged attack.
Yep, do that.
Well, let's do that, because he's only got 2. All I have to do is hit, hopefully.
Okay, so that's 4 fury points spent. So you get another attack.
I just critted him.
Well, I think he's buggered then.
He only needs 2.
Yeah, he's dead.
I smashed him out the park.
Okay.
He's
Let Dave know the good news.
Yeah, Dave, without your input, Vicky just crit using your big hammer.
Okay, that's cool. So Dave's going to get some fury back for that. I just need to get the Nephilim card to figure out how that works. So I'm sure you guys will remember this because I won't. So Nephilim Fury. Whenever you suffer one or more points of damage, keep track of them with a d6 over your dashboard. These are your fury points, and you can have up to 6, or in Dave's case 12 because he's got a skill. And once per turn you may spend 3 fury points to either remove 2 wounds or gain stamina. So that's when you suffer damage. I thought he had something that gave him fury when he dealt damage as well.
He does. I'm damn certain he does. It's one of his skills.
Let's have a look. Well, I'm not seeing it. He's got an additional 6 fury he can get from Furious. For every 2 wounds... here we go, Adrenaline Rush. For every 2 wounds you caused while attacking, gain 1 fury point. That's it.
Okay, so he gets 1 fury back for that.
Well, he just caused 18 wounds, didn't he?
Yeah, the creature only had 2 remaining.
Oh, I see. Right, okay, makes sense. So he goes back up to 10 in that case. And we've probably got our heads around this now. Cool, okay, so Dave's been, so we're out of combat now, so that little group actually gives us a rare item card.
Awesome.
We have a raw Netherium, so that's pretty good. Who wants to carry that? Shall we give it to Dave?
Yeah.
I can't carry anything else. I'm maxed out, I believe.
Yep, so let's put it on the loot donkey.
Well, he's not here to counter that argument.
I'm fairly sure it's going to be me that ends up carrying the loot afterwards because I've got space for 6 weight.
Yeah. Okay, well I've given it to Dave. He's up to 14 now in the weight department, so he's heavy. Okay, so Dave has the raw Netherium. That's cool. We also get some souls and stuff for that lot, so human calculators.
Hooray!
Oh, we're lacking one.
Yes, we'll have to just work on 2 processors. So we've. I think Dave was probably a seller on anyway because he was so full of lurgy. So the brutes are 40 each, and we had 3 of those.
Cool. So lovely.
Did you read their health, or is that the actual souls?
Oh, hang on. Vicky's right. I've screwed up. The souls is 26 each.
Oh, Vicky.
Right.
Okay.
I was being optimistic.
78. Yep.
And then we had the hunters, and they are 8 souls each, and we had 3 of those.
2 seconds. Sorry, I need to get a.
And I make that.
So we've got 78, and then how many were the hunters worth each?
They were 8 each.
4.
Yeah.
So 24.
102.
So 102. So.
25.5 each.
Well, yeah, 2 on 25, 2 on 26.
Well, I'll take a 26 because I'm 1 down on you guys anyway.
Cool. I'll take 25.
I'll take 26.
Well, you might.
Vicky's taking 26.
Dave. Still.
Someone recording my bill, so I don't know what I'm on.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Okay.
On your brand new sheet, you're on 85.
I'm on 85. No, Vicky's on more. She started on 60.
Well, Dave took 25, so did I. So both Dave and I are on 85. Vicky is on 86.
Yes, that's right. So she's on 86. So I probably misheard you. So 85, and Dave's on 85. Okay, cool. That was pretty good, pretty decent. Okay, so that's that dealt with. So we're out of combat now, so we can move in any order we like. So is it just Vicky and I left to go?
Yeah.
That's right.
Being a bit stupid actually, because I just took that reward card without even searching the treasure chest.
There's a treasure chest.
Yeah, so let's say for argument's sake, if I would have gone in 1, 2, well, Vicky, would you be able to do the search at all?
Yes, I can do.
Is there any chance you can move me a square as well, just so I can actually rest and get a stamina back and then still have enough movement to open the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I might as well maybe 2 because I've got 2 health that it'll hopefully guarantee that I roll more than 3. I get snake eyes. I rolled a 5, so you can move 2.
Thank you. So I would rest in my turn to get a stamina back, and then I get my 4 movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the extra 2 for you means that I can then open the door. And then if you're able to get in a room and do the search, Vicky, it means we can undo the cock up I made with the treasure chest.
If I move 4 and then use my attack phase, if I move another 3 and then open the chest?
You can't move and open it. All you can do is just do a search.
That's fine. I'll do just a search then, because Jack's a million miles behind otherwise.
Got a movement 5 there, so I can.
Yeah, no, but.
Oh, actually, sorry, I did do this right. I'm just having a funny moment because that rare loot card was actually the reward for killing the monsters. So you get that. That's correct. The room would have had a treasure chest in it anyway. I just didn't put that down.
I've just searched.
Which you've just searched, which is a loot card. So we can have a look at that one. So this is quite good actually. You've got a spider urn, Vicky.
Got no chance while he's talking. Just wait.
Did you not say that the monster card gave us a rare loot card?
Yeah, which was the Rawn Ethereum.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And this is normal loot.
You've just searched the normal loot, and it's actually quite good. It's a spider urn. It's a consumable. So target 1 character up to 4 squares away and poison them 1d6 times.
I've got no space.
I've got no space.
I haven't either. What about Dave? Dave's tapped out, I think. I think his belt size is only 2. Is this better than anything we currently have? I mean, Vicky's got a lockpick. Do you want to keep the lockpick or trade it out for the spider urn?
Pick the lockpick.
Vicky doesn't want anything to do with spiders.
What have I got? I've got tentacle serum, demon egg, and oil flask. Those are all pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah. My blending potion, Liam.
Yeah.
Do I have to get the beginning of the dungeon and it lasts all dungeon?
I think it's beginning of a round of combat, but I'll go and get the book because it's not something we use very often.
Yeah, it confuses me because if it's per dungeon, what I might do is I might just drink that and then I'll have space.
Let's have a look. Apothecary, so blending potion. Consume if ambushed. So it's at the point of being ambushed. Melee monsters will ignore you and will not spawn targeting you. So it's a get out of jail free card if you're ambushed.
Okay. I might hold on to that. That's why we had to pay for it.
If there are no other accursed to target, treat these monsters instead like they are ambushing as ranged. Well, that's never going to happen because if you're the only one left standing, then it's probably game over.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to remove these bad guys, get them off the table. Don't need those in the way. So back in the box. I'm not going to even attempt to try and put the brutes back in the box because they're so big. They can just rattle around on the floor. Okay, so are we all done, or are you doing any more tricks, Vicky?
I'm out of magics.
Okay, so it's darkness roll.
Oh yeah. I rolled a 4.
It's all good. Okay, so we go straight into exploration because this door's open. And it is a long corridor with one exit.
Often.
I wonder if it's worth... What do you think? Should we carry the dungeon on south, or should we bend it round? Is it too early to bend it?
I think it's too early to bend it. Let's go south.
What I'll do though is you're allowed to put the door on the side, so if I move these cards a sec. So the spider urn we've just dumped on the floor, haven't we?
Mhm.
So if I put it like that, and then just pull the action cam back a bit. So let's try that. Should update in a bit. Should give you a decent view of the corridor.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so who wants to do what?
Well, I'm actually going to time medal to start with. I don't have to go first. But... Well, it makes no sense for me to go through your door first.
Right.
So I'm going to time medal and move Jack forward 4 spaces.
Oh, that's a good shout because he's lagging.
Yeah, he can move forward 4.
So Jack, you're behind Dave now.
Lovely.
And I might as well, as I'm on the magic, imbue Dave with pain. Hopefully. No, failed. I'm out of magic.
Okay, are you going to be doing any moving?
Will, but I'll let you guys go first because I don't really want to be in anyone's way.
Well, I think Dave's got enough move to open the door. So, and he's currently down to 3 stamina. But I think he can use Fury to get stamina, can't he? Let's have a look.
Yeah.
He's got something like that, hasn't he?
It's 3 stamina to get either 2 health or 1 stamina back.
Okay, so if you guys are happy, I might rest to get a stamina back and then just move forwards 4. But it does mean that I can't open the door, so be reliant on Dave doing that, if that's alright.
Yeah, where's Dave resting and doing...
No, because he can use Fury to get stamina back, that's what we just said.
So if there's no objections, I'm going to rest and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we do Dave next?
Yeah.
So Dave can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's got 1 that he can use to open the door. If we want to, can try and give Dave some stamina back.
I think it's worth doing.
So was that rule on his base card?
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yes, it is actually. So once per turn, you can spend 3 Fury to either recover 2 wounds or to get a stamina back. So I can't remember how much Fury he had. Let's have a look. So Dave had 10 Fury. So if we spend 3 of those, takes him down to 8. Sorry.
7.
Yeah, sorry, I just miscounted there. And then he goes up to 4 stamina.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, cool. And then, can you guys do stuff?
I can move 8. And Jack can move 10.
Do you want me to just move you forwards 8, Vicky?
Yes, please. Neither of us need to get stamina back, so we might as well use our full movement to catch up.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Vicky can stand. Well, do you want to end up in front of me? Or would you...
I think I'm okay for the second. Means I've got a bodyguard both sides of me.
So sorry, are you staying there or are you moving backwards?
No, they're good.
Okay, and Jack?
You put me behind Dave. I think I can reach with 10.
Hang on. I'm going to be in your way, aren't I?
If I just move you to the left slightly, you don't get in the way.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, cool. Nice. So darkness roll.
I rolled a 3.
Right.
3's good. Okay, so we've got exploration again. So, I was a bit silly last turn because I forgot to move the darkness wheel round, but it would have gone onto a grey, so that wouldn't have caused any problems. But when we explore now, it's going to move again, so this will go red. So we're going to get an encounter or an event. And
Roll for that.
really irritatingly, it's an intersection. That's kind of annoying because we might have to kind of move the dungeon around a little bit here.
What is fine?
Well, how many cards are left in the dungeon?
Not many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
Bugger. I was hoping there'd only be one on the bottom intersection and we clear it off. Yeah.
Well,
We'll see.
we got an event.
an event. Okay, interesting. Okay, just getting the intersection tile. We never seem to have much luck with these intersections. We like routinely go the wrong way.
Yep.
Well, we have a Dave to open all the doors for us whilst we
Yeah, and it's why
hold
for
the fort
once.
in the middle.
And it's why for once we're not going to follow the Vicky sat nav. In the car, yes. In the dungeon.
Even in the dungeon. There's only been a couple of times we've gone the wrong way.
Yeah, but we're not going to get a GPS signal down here, are we?
Apparently, we can't get a decent Wi-Fi signal. Sorry, Dave. If you watch this.
So, I've got a deal from the bottom, haven't I? Don't want to make that mistake again. So, dealing from the bottom. So we've got one card, another card there, one here. Okay, so the top one has 3 cards. The other two have 2 cards.
Straightforward, but
I was going to vote upwards first.
upward work too. Probably easier for laying stuff out.
Well, straightforwards takes me straight into all my cards, which I know you'd probably like to do for giggles.
Wouldn't be so cruel.
Let me just turn it.
Said that with a straight face.
Yeah.
Just turning the action cam a bit more. Might need to turn it a little bit more than that. Try and get everything going on. Okay, so are we heading north, are we?
Okay.
To the 3 card room. I might as well, let's think. Dave needs some stamina. I could kind of do one. Is there any chance you can move me, Vicky, so I can possibly open a door and rest at the same time?
Yeah. Where do you need me to? How many do you need me to move you?
Well, let's see. If I rest, I can then only go 1, 2, 3, 4. So, is there any way you can give me an extra 3?
Yeah. Roll another 4. There's 3 is the same thing. Will cause me issues. I rolled 2 4s and a 3. We're okay.
Thank you. So that's moved me 3. 1, 2, 3 from your spell. So in my first phase, I'm going to rest, and I've been forgetting to generate bloody faith again. So 2 this turn. I have a feeling I didn't generate faith last turn. Is that right?
Yeah.
So 2 more. So I've recovered a stamina back by resting, and then in my attack phase I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then spend my last point to open the door. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Dave, do we want to rest Dave so he gets the stamina back?
Yeah, I would.
If he's got enough movement to get there, then why not?
Or,
Yeah,
okay.
you can.
Dave will go up to 5 stamina then, and he can move 5, so he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's next to me.
Can I move far enough forward so that we're in standard formation?
Got a movement of 8.
Do you need to rest at all, or you can use?
Good.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Might roll 3 dice to try and imbue Dave with pain. So yeah, Dave has an extra 3 damage if we come across anything next turn.
Okay, and Jack, where do you want to end up?
Put me next to Vicky, please.
Okay. I left your wolf and snake behind, but they're back. Okay, cool. So end of the turn. So darkness roll.
A 1.
Vicky sacked.
Vicky
sacked.
is sacked. You had a good run.
I did. But it's Dave's go now, and I'm rolling Dave's dice. So
No.
No, you can't pull that one.
Move on to the wheel.
The wheel does.
Will Dave.
The wheel. The darkness wheel actually moves on to a grey, so we're not going to generate anything nasty. Oh, hang on. Did you say there was an event in this room, Vicky?
Yes.
We didn't
We
do
should have
that.
done that first.
We should have done that. So let's before we barrel roll
No, we
into.
shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. Because we weren't in the room before we moved.
That's a good point.
So when we explore the next room, we'll then do an event because we're currently in there.
Yeah, that's right. So it's going to kick in a minute. So we might have a double whammy in a minute. Depends what happens from this, because it's just... So it moved on to grey, didn't it? So we then do exploration, which
Depends
is
whether it's a room or a corridor.
going to move it 1 more. So we'll see what it is. So it's a torture room. And do you want to see if it's an event or encounter, you guys?
I got that. We're onto the wheel. That's Dave's roll.
We're onto the wheel. Okay, that's cool. So let's get the wheel of misery up. I should never try and use a mouse with my left hand.
Did you miss it again?
Yeah. Right, let's set that spinning. And what are we gonna get? Is it gonna see? Yeah, there we go. It's on its way. It's a 5.
Was that?
Yeah. It's an event card.
Good. So we'll have another event in that room.
Okay, so just gonna get the torture room out.
Let me get this straight. It moved on to a grey because I rolled a 1. It then moved on to a red because we pulled the dungeon room, yes? Which meant it moved on to a red.
Yes.
That doesn't mean you're unsacked.
Speed of things.
It's only joke.
Yeah, you're still sacked. Okay, so where's this going? Immediately opposite. So we're going to have an environment card in here as well, on top of the event. 2 dungeon cards go up here.
Straight away.
Yeah. Trying to walk around the room without... Trying to walk around the loft without kicking minis all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, so the environment card is left behind. A man is being dragged along the ground and into a hole in the wall. He screams as he disappears from sight. So starting from now, you have 3 rounds to help the man before it's too late. Keep track of a d6 and bring it down by 1 at the end of each round. Place a survivor token to keep track of the position of the man adjacent to any of the walls of this map tile. You may only use melee and ranged attacks against this creature, which has an endurance of 6 and a health of 20. You must be adjacent to the man and the wall to attack with melee. Depending on which round you kill the creature, check the following outcomes. If you kill him in the first round, or kill the creature that's dragging him in the first round, it's 2 rare loot cards. Second round is 1 rare loot card, and third is 1d6 times 5 souls. So this is actually really good.
Well, I think, to be fair, we can probably get it done in round 1 pretty easily.
Yeah, however, and I'm going to use the Black Knight, since I've got the Black Knight to hand. Sorry, Black Knight. Black Knight can go there, and we'll just move him back a few spaces each turn. But there is an event in this room, so we don't know what that is yet.
No, but we've got to do the first event.
Yeah, so this event that we're currently in is going to trigger. So, Death Toll. The impossible figure of the Grim Warden appears and demands your soul. Refusal is out of the question. 1 random Accursed must take a Charisma 1 test. Success. You convince the Warden to give you more time. As he fades into the darkness, he fixes you with his stare, and which pierces to your very core. Failure. The Warden demands your souls. You must pay a number of souls equal to twice your level. If you cannot, the Warden will take your soul instead, and you permanently die.
Well, at least we've got the soul count covered.
We can easily afford.
But just see which random Accursed has to do the test.
Yeah, so we'll say I'm 1, Dave's 2, Vicky's 3, Jack's 4.
Yeah.
So it's Jack. Doesn't like you, Jack.
I've got charisma.
Charisma crap.
What's that?
You've got charisma crap, haven't you?
I do. I have a whopping charisma of 2.
Is it a Charisma 1 test?
I think it was. Let's check. Yeah, charisma 1 test. So Jack, if you fail this, Jack, he's going to want 300 souls.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's going to want twice my level, so he's going to want 12 souls.
Oh, have I read that wrong?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was still...
Souls.
Which is good, because I rolled snake eyes.
The Warden demands your souls. You must pay a number of souls equal to twice your level. Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. I was looking at the souls required to train at the Accursed Guild and just assumed it was double that.
No. So, no, he's taken 12 off me, so I've dropped down to having a mere 73 souls available.
Wow, you're already lagging behind.
No, it's awful.
So Jack goes down to 73 souls. Grim Warden then disappears.
Fog off you.
And we're left to carry on.
Yep.
So I reckon Dave walks in and smashes, because I've given him extra 3 extra damage on his thing, and he just wounds.
He does, yeah.
All the endurance. So I reckon Dave, seeing as it's not combat, I reckon Dave should go first.
Yep.
Yeah, so this thing has health of 20, endurance of 6, which is irrelevant in Dave's case. So if we move Dave 1, 2... I'm going to move him 3, just so that if the guy moves back 1, Dave's still in contact with him.
Does he not have to be adjacent to the wall? I think
Yeah.
Dave has to be adjacent to the wall.
Oh, I think you're right. Place a survivor token to keep track of the position of this man adjacent to any of the walls on this map tile. You may only use melee and ranged attacks against a creature. You must be adjacent to the man and the wall to attack with melee.
Yeah, so put him left 1 square.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to roll for Dave?
The Wheel of Dread.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
I rolled his last one.
Okay.
So 2+.
I'm hitting on 2+.
Yep.
I rolled a 5.
Yep. So 2d6.
I rolled 8.
And his strength is 4. Is it, Liam, or is it higher than that now?
Ooh, Dave's strength for Nephilim is actually, he's on 7.
So he's doing 2d6 plus 10. You've given him 3.
Yeah.
So what did you roll on 2d6?
8.
So you've done 18 on the first attack. Do a
Right.
second attack, and if you hit, you succeeded.
I critted it.
You succeeded.
Okay, well, whatever that creature was, and we'll probably never know, he's been smashed into oblivion. So we freed the man. The man is shaken, but in one piece. He shows you a secret location within the room, then makes a run for it. The group gains 2 rare loot tokens, which is awesome. So Black Knight disappears. And take a couple of rare loots, see what we got. So first one is, this is interesting, it's a grand staff. It's 2-handed, unfortunately, and it's a catalyst item, and it gives you +2 mind. It also sells for 200.
I'll carry it.
Yeah, let Jack carry that one.
Okay, we'll just put that on Jack's
What's
sheet.
the weight?
The weight of it is 1, so that's a
Right.
grand. The grand staff, +2 mind.
The good thing you had that app, otherwise you wouldn't have enough energy for your mate sleep.
Right, shit.
So Jack's got that. The next one, you ready?
Yep.
Ooh, Tale of a Devourer.
Called it.
Jack gets to carry that one too for now.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Both of those are set up for me. And I'm being really ungrateful because I don't want either. How much does the tail sell for?
90, and the other one is 200.
Nice.
Okay, weight of 1, is it?
It's a weight of 1, yeah.
Cool.
It's a shame because they're really good items.
Yeah.
So, Tale of a Devourer. This staff contains 12 source charges at the start of each dungeon. During a spell cast, you may spend 1 or more surges to add an additional amount of d6 to the casting roll. It's really good.
Yeah, but if I drop my eye primordial at the level these creatures are, I won't be doing anything.
You'll just be hurting yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Going
pain.
boom, I'd bust.
Okay, cool. Really good finds. I mean, they're going to sell for a lot of money, so that's pretty decent. So that's Dave. Shall I just go up and... Are you able to move me at all, Vicky?
Yeah. Have I used any magics?
Start going, Dave went first.
Okay.
Oh no, hang on. The darkness roll is 1.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get half your magic.
I still get 6 magic.
Oh, because your skill you took.
Yeah.
If you're able to move me 1, it means I can get a stamina back, which would be nice.
What do you want me to
How
do?
many stamina do you need to get back?
Well, do you remember I burnt 3 in rapid succession because I evaded and then I had to tumble from that colossal brute. So I lost 3 just like that.
Okay.
Okay, how many do you want me to move you?
If you can move me at least 2, but 3 would be nice.
There it is. Success.
Cool, thank you. So you've used your time meddling to move me to here. In my turn, I can then generate faith and remember to actually bloody do it. I can then rest to get a stamina back, and then I can go 1, 2, 3, and then I can open the door. Thank you very much.
And I'm probably like Jack, just going to run in the room.
Yep.
So are you going full pelt, or are you just going full?
Full pelt.
So shall I put you diagonally one back from me, because some of these guys have a slightly longer reach?
Yeah. Yep, that works.
Where do you want to end up, Jack?
Stick me next to Vicky.
Directly behind or to the left? Because there are stairs in that room, and Vicky's at the base of the stairs.
To the left, please.
Okay.
I've got a movement of 5, and worst comes to worst, Vicky's movement can ignore stairs.
That's true. You can levitate.
Fine, yep.
Let's move
Push
the
me up.
camera up.
I need a leg up sometimes. I'm only
Just playing abuse again.
Okay, cool. So is that end of turn?
Yeah. So darkness will.
Okay, so let's spin it. Right, off it's going. Is it going? There it goes.
Going. What?
Oh, shit.
Magics.
Yep.
The wheel is sacked.
However, it is Jack's turn to determine whether it's an encounter or an environment card.
Oh, good. It's a portal. So what's that?
The event.
Cool.
It's an event. Okay, we also, that's good, and we also have an event that's going to trigger on us in a minute. So anyway, we've got to do the exploration first. So what we got? We have a...
Oh, wait, what did the thing move on to? Was it a red or a grey?
No, it was a red, which is why you've just...
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I've done this slightly wrong, haven't I? So we rolled a 1. So this event is actually going to stack up in this room with this other event card. So we're going to get a double whammy of event cards here. And then the it then moves on to a grey. So my mistake. So this corridor is actually going to be empty.
I only question, because I've never asked. Does that wheel move for every room or just a big, like, square room?
No, it moves for every section of dungeon, and it moves whenever you roll a 1 at the start of the turn as well.
Okay.
I just did it slightly out of sequence then.
So Jack's got to roll. Is it on a grey now?
It's on a grey, so we're okay, but we do have 2 events that are about to hit us in this one room. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're out.
I might put the exit on the right hand side just so we can bend dungeon, which you're allowed to do.
Makes sense.
So there's 1 dungeon card left to go there and a door. And then it's into the event phase, so we're going to get hit with 2 now.
Yay!
Yeah.
Do the bottom one first.
Yeah.
I was there first.
Okay, so the first one then. So, Gularoth's minion. This is quite good. A tiny demon speeds into the room carrying a sack of at least twice its size. The sack looks to be full of valuables. The demon sets about trying to open a necro rift to the abyss. Place this event card next to the map tile. Roll 1d6. The result is the amount of rounds it takes the demon to open a necro rift and escape. So, does someone want to roll for that?
Jack's on it.
3.
3. Okay, got 3 turns to deal with this guy. So reduce the score by 1 at the end of each round. Treat this demon as a demon of Gularoth with an endurance of 4 and a health of 12. It can be attacked by an Accursed targeting any free square within the map tile. For each wound the Gularoth's minion suffers, the attacking Accursed gains souls equal to their own level. Wow.
Say that again.
For each wound that the Gularoth's minion suffers, the attacking accursed gains souls equal to their own level.
Okay, and how much health did it have in total?
12.
Okay, so I could get 12 times 6, so
Yeah.
72 souls.
That's really good. If the demon is killed before he escapes, roll 1d6 and resolve the effects as follows. Basically, a high roll is good, but there's nothing bad on the roll.
Cool.
So basically, we're going to let Jack try and shoot it because
I lost some souls.
he lost some souls and he can gain them back.
Okay, well that's really good. The next event card is not good. It's a pressure plate. Parts of the floor beneath your feet echo and a click as you walk over them. One random accursed. So I'm going to roll a dice. I'll be 1, Vicky 2, Jack 3, Dave 4. It's 5, so I'm going to re-roll that. It's a 6. We're re-rolling. It's a 4, so it's Dave. So, the accursed must take a perception 1 test. So,
Oh dear.
Dave's perception is a paltry 3.
They were fine.
Do you want to roll?
Go on.
Okay. So he's got 3, yeah?
Yeah, 3, and it's a perception 1 test.
No, I rolled 2, 3, 4.
Okay, failure. You trigger a pressure plate trap. Roll 1d6 and resolve the effects as follows. So 1d6.
Oh, on it. 2.
Bolts fly in all directions. Each accursed within this map tile suffers 2d6 damage.
Ooh. We evade it.
Well, I think you're allowed to because I'm pretty sure you can evade all damage in this game.
Certainly can't tumble it. Yes, rolling our own damage.
I'm going to just take mine on the chin, so I'm going to roll it now. So I've got 5. My armour will suck that up.
I'm going to evade, which means I'm fine.
I evaded, and that means I'm fine.
I think we can assume that Dave is going to evade.
I'll roll his. He got 7.
So he's fine.
So did we evade Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's lost a stamina. He's down to 4. Okay. Right, that's pretty good, really. So Jack's up. Well, we can go in any order actually because we're not in combat. But Jack, are you wanting to trash that Gularoth?
Yeah.
Right, I am. So, first attack. 5, so it's a hit. So 2d6 plus 9. That's not 18 total.
What's his endurance?
4.
The 14, he's dead.
Before you did this, Jack, did you want to move into next tile and shoot back into this room just so you get moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, can do.
So if I just move Jack 1, 2, 3, 4, because you would have had the range to shoot backwards.
I can move.
You
I can move
5.
5, so put me up 1 more.
You can't move up 1 more. I haven't levitated you.
Ah, good shout. So actually, Jack can't move at all thinking about it because the stairs are currently blocked by Dave and Vicky.
Did you medal time for me?
Yeah, but I might as well do that in a minute.
Fair enough. Then I can't my movement.
Okay, I'm meddling time first.
Yeah, I only need 2. Well, 1 do it, but you hit it on 1.
I'll do 2. He can move 2. So he's...
Okay.
I've moved him into the doorway.
Could you put me... Right, move me in the doorway. Could you put me in the far corner?
Yep. Read your mind.
Lovely. And I've shot the demon, which gives me 72 souls. So I'm
Cool.
back to 155 souls.
Not slacking now.
No.
So much for your comment earlier, Liam.
I
No,
know.
sorry, 145.
I need to learn to regulate my output. The lips are moving and the brain's not thinking. So,
So,
what do you do? If the demon is killed before he escapes, roll 1d6. So roll the d6. Ideally, you want to get 5, 6, Jack.
I got a 5.
Nice. So you get a rare loot card.
What were the other options? Loot and souls.
Yeah, basically. Well, is it loot and coin? Yeah, loot and money. We've had loads of rare loot cards in this. This is a good one. It's a serrated sword. It's 2 hands. Attack does 2d6 plus 3 damage, but it has -1 to hit, and you need 4 strength to wield it.
How much does it sell for?
It sells for 100.
Nice.
Okay, weight of 2 by any chance?
It is a weight of 2.
I'll take it.
Jack's become the mule.
Yep.
Serrated sword.
Means I've got a remaining space for 2 weight. But I'm carrying a lot of crap worth selling.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. So I'm going to just plonk that with your cards. Where are you? Okay, so that's pretty decent. So who shall I... I've got all my stamina, so shall I just run down there and open the door?
Yeah, go for it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 for my first phase, and then I move 2 in my second phase and spend a point to open the door. Do you want Dave next to me?
Yeah. I'm sure he can reach.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, does he need stamina back? He's currently on 4. Do we want to leave him where he is?
How much stamina does he have to start with?
6. He's down on 4 at the moment.
You can use Fury, so just
move him up next to you.
Okay.
You could always spend the Fury now because he's at max.
And
The
then
moment he gets hit, he's going to get some back.
Okay, well, we'll spend 3 Fury then. And then Dave goes up to 5 stamina now.
And I will run and be the same line as Jack, but with a gap between us. And then I will also spend 4 to imbue Dave with pain. Which I have done successfully.
Okay, cool. So, darkness roll, I'm sacked. So is it Jack?
Jack's on the darkness roll.
4.
4, all good. Just move the action cam up. So darkness is 4. Why can't I find 4 on my dice?
Because it doesn't exist.
It's there somewhere. The Gularoth has gone. There's cards everywhere now. Okay, so exploration then. What we got? Be the quest room. No, it's not. It's an annoying corridor with... It would have an exit, but it won't because there are no more dungeon cards. So it's going to go red. Do you want to see if it's an event or monsters?
Jack's on it.
To
Monsters.
That's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. So pop that there. Event card. My money's on faceless ones. What do you guys think?
Lubithins, because I hate them.
Vicky?
I'm going with faceless ones. We've not had them for a while.
Okay, what we got? Encounter. No, we're all wrong. We have 1d3 plus 3 Scorn Savages. It's quite a tame one.
Okay. D3 plus 3.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's lucky. That's a 1.
Nice. 4 Scorn Savages. So they're going to check a board from the end, coming forwards. They're probably going to pack a punch at this level though. So let's get the card out.
We're not going to light them now.
No. But it's not shaming or anything, so pretty happy about that. so they have an initiative of 4.
Okay, so they're going last.
Yep. They have a movement of 4. Their endurance is 9. That's very high. They get 2 melee attacks, which hit on a 3+. And the damage in their case is going to be their strength, which is 7. And they will have a mind value of 4. And their health is 17. Do you want to roll for some perks?
Okay. 3 and a 5.
So 3 and 5. So they've got heavy shield. Attacks suffer -1 to hit. And veteran, they get +1 to hit on all their melee attacks. And I'm gonna pop that down there. Can you see that when it updates? Can you see it alright down here in the intersection?
Yeah.
Cool. So, Jack.
Okay. Well, I'm getting 1 stamina back from not moving anywhere. Would you like me to drop a hail of arrows on it?
I thought you were going to say that.
Oh, man.
Is it a 4x4 square or 2x2?
4x4, so it'll hit all of them.
Nice. We just drop it in. Well, what do you want to
Well-
do? Do you want to spread the fire or concentrate?
It's going to do the snake first.
Yeah, regardless, I'll send in the snake, which will hit the front one. And it will hit the front one. And it does. Not bad, actually. 15. So 6 wounds.
That's pretty decent. I'm going to count in 5s again because I think it's just easier for us to add up.
It's
Right.
much easier to see on the camera too.
Yep.
I started using the 5s because on the black dice, which has the Grim Warden for a 6, you can't see the Grim Warden on the overhead camera very well. So I started using 5s on those, but they look even better on the white dice. Right, Jack, what are you up to? How are you going to do this? Are you going to concentrate fire in the rear too, or spread your love?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? I can concentrate on the back ones, or I can try and nuke them all at once.
Well,
Just get us to move on.
I thought he had to split his load between them evenly.
With the area of fire, I can either do that and hit everybody, or I can just do my normal attack against the 2 at the back.
Fire of arrows.
Yep. Any chance you can give me an up on damage?
Yep, I will attempt to imbue Jack with pain. He has an additional 4 damage.
Actually, he's got 5 because he's standing next to me.
Nice.
Right, okay.
Do your thing.
That's taking me to 2d6 plus 14.
What?
Not bad.
So, thank you very much, guys.
That's horrific.
This could make things messy.
How the hell have
Okay,
you got
so-
that? How have you got plus 14?
Okay, I have a perception of 7.
Bloody hell.
The carnal bow is plus 2.
Jesus.
That's 9. Vicky's
You're
given
one.
me 4.
13,
Yeah, and then you give me 1.
14.
That is savage.
Yep.
We're
And
just.
the carnal bow will explode if I kill one of them. I might. I'm going to do the one at the front first. So these are
I
now
feel
on-
sorry for them at this point.
Yes. This is hitting on 3+.
Bloody hell.
That's a crit.
Oh, Christ.
The one at the front's dead.
Yeah, that's 30.
He's going to get an arrow exploding out of him.
Yeah, so I still have 7 attacks to throw out.
Well, that 14 is not 30.
Well, no, it's just got 15. Sorry. I don't know where I was going to 30 from. 16. What was that? Anyway, regardless. So it's still 7 attacks. Let's do the next one back. That's 5. So that hits. 8. Lovely. 22. I think.
Yes, 22.
Yep.
take 9.
Yeah.
13 wounds on that one.
Do you want me to drop the next attack on him anyway, Liam?
Yeah.
Well, you will be able to do that, won't you? Well, but maybe you should work your way round in a sequence though, because you potentially get more arrows exploding out, don't you?
Well, that was his free arrow that exploded.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, go for it then.
So he can hit that one again.
I hit him. 6. 20.
20, take 9. He's dead.
Okay, get those dice back then.
Oh, so that's another exploded arrow.
Bloody hell.
So, yeah, next one. That's a crit.
So just take them off.
So 26, take 9.
So, 15. No, 17.
Which is dead.
He's going to explode another arrow.
Hell, I've got 5 attacks remaining and a free one.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say this one's going to die. So, yeah, next attack.
It's a crit, isn't it?
It's a crit, yeah, it's
a crit.
dead.
Oh, he's neat. Bloody
Still
hell.
had 5 attacks left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I said I'll do it quickly.
You didn't
Not
lie.
Pain. It's a bit ridiculous.
I think that's got to be I mean, I've never played characters up this high in Darklight. I think the highest I've ever got prior to this campaign is 5. As I've never seen monsters drop that quickly.
Are you understanding why I really want to put another D6 on this bow?
Yeah,
Wow, it'd be horrific.
I think it works quite well because we're actually not just levelling up what we want, we're doing what's best for our character but synergising it with the other characters.
Mm.
If we were all playing our own character and not complementing each other, it'd be harder.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, because I mean, time meddling has already been gold dust in this game already.
Yeah, I wouldn't have imbued Jack with pain if we'd not used time meddling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Not as quickly.
Not in one round.
That's amazing. Well, they have. What have they given us? So they were level 6. So they're 8 souls each.
32, so we get 8 souls each.
There's 4 of them, so it's 8 each. Apart from my... no, I may as well for the maths take it. So
I think I'm on 93.
They pulled at the end anyway.
yeah, and to be fair, I've got an item which stops me from looting if I die.
Vicky, are you on 94?
Jack, I'm on 94.
I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, don't write on my sheet.
Yes, you will be.
Oh.
I'm going to write that one. You get a new one printed out every time I come home and you never use it.
And Jack is on 163, I think.
153. I've got my maths wrong.
Oh, did you? Okay, so 153. Okay, cool. So the rest of us will just stand there looking gormless. It's only a rare loot card, so see what we get. And oh, it's really good. It's a cursed glyph. So consumable, your next attack will automatically score a critical hit as long as it is not a 1.
Oh, is it consumable?
Yeah, I reckon we drop the lockpick at this point.
Well, what's Dave carrying?
Dave has a demon egg, which is great, and he has a tentacle. They're both really good.
Can he not carry more than 2?
No.
Yeah,
Wow.
his belt size is pants. Because he doesn't wear anything, he's just butt naked.
Bring your blending.
Yeah, to be fair, blending potion's not all that. It just stops me being ambushed, but we can work with that. What do you think?
Well, I mean, we've been pretty lucky with encounters this game. To be frank, there hasn't really been anything that's really tested us, but you know how crappy they can get. I mean, that blending potion, it is a kind of a lifesaver, but the cursed glyph's also cool. personally, I think the lockpick is the worst of the lot. Because at this stage in the game, we're not going to pull much more from the rare item deck. Not that's going to better what we've got. And I kind of wonder if really we need to focus on just crafting our weapons at this stage. And I don't think the lockpick will help us do that.
Well, we need the rare items to get the gold to craft our items better. That's the only issue.
Yeah, there is that.
And the blending potion is something we just keep forgetting to use. We've been holding for ages.
Yeah, I probably would have used it 3 times over if I realised I could use it
Do you want to
when
get
we
rid?
got ambushed. I thought we had to use it before we got ambushed.
Do you want to dump it then?
Up to you in thought.
Yeah, we can always buy another one.
Okay, so cursed glyph and the blending potion is on the floor.
Oh, I've got the curse glyph.
Yeah, you. That's what I mean. You'll take blending.
Yeah, you have the cursed glyph.
Cool.
But I mean, we can always pass these things around later, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so what are we going to do? Because don't want to leave Jack too far behind.
Remember, I can run 10.
You can, but if we get ambushed in between then you could get cut off. So are you able to drag him forwards a bit, Vicky?
Yeah, I can move him too. Yeah, he's moved too.
Okay, and then we'll probably need Vicky to move next because otherwise we're a bit penned in.
Why am I down there?
That's our job.
Oh yeah, because I had to move you there. Yeah, just run me 8.
You want to go that far?
Well, actually, let me rest because I lost 1 stamina.
So in which case you just go 4 and get your wolf up here. Let's pull the camera back a bit because we're going to be coming back down here. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to run. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably should let Dave go first. Well, actually, should we give Dave a stamina back?
Yeah.
So Dave can go up to max stamina. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'd be next to you, Vicky, in the doorway. Or just past the doorway. And that way Jack's not too far behind.
Yay.
So, Darkness Roll. Well, how are you guys for time? It's 10 o'clock. Do you want to stop there or do you want to carry on?
I'm good to carry on.
Jack?
Yeah, fine.
I am, however, sacked.
What have you done?
Sorry.
Got a 1. 1 on Darkness. So,
On for red.
is it back to Vicky now?
No, it's back to you.
Is it? So I'm going to use the wheel of utter garbage to see whether it's an encounter.
Yeah, but the wheel got sacked.
I lost in 1 round.
The wheel has rolled a, what is it?
6.
An event.
It is an event. We like the wheel.
Room likes events.
We've had a lot of events today. So, Lone Survivor. You know, it never pays to help anyone in Darklight, does it? So before I even read this card, I'm just going to say, fuck 'em.
Oh, actually, no, it is the event phase.
Is my vote. No, this will happen straight away because we rolled it at the start of the turn.
Yeah, I just realised that.
So, you hear crying coming from a corner of the room. In there sits a lonely woman. She is dirty and her clothes are torn. One accursed within this map tile may choose to help the woman. If you decide to help her, perform a search action and take a Charisma 1 test. If no one helps, place this event card next to the map tile until someone interacts with the woman. This all sounds very dodgy.
Yep.
Failure, suffer 1d6 wounds. Success, gain a rare loot card. So
For the sake of 1d6 wounds.
And the fact that your charisma is through the roof.
Well, anybody. I think it's worth doing for the sake of 1d6 wounds.
So are you advocating that I go searching a grubby old woman?
Yeah, we are.
Well, it doesn't say old, actually. She might be young and attractive, I guess.
A bit dirty.
She is dirty. Oh, okay. But I'm going to move first, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and get a bit closer to this door. And I'm going to take my really high charisma value and just try and charm the pants off of her.
It doesn't say random first. We can just choose, can't we?
Yeah. So I need a 6. Oh, plenty of 6s. She's happy.
Awesome.
So, grants you 1 rare loot card. Only you may carry this event card. It cannot be transferred if you die. Oh, basically, she's going to follow me around the dungeon.
Really?
Liam's pulled.
I've pulled. So, what's she given us? What? I've a good mind to use this on her. She's given us a long sword of disappointment. Attack 1d6 plus 2 damage, cleave.
You?
Well, it sells for 46. Is it worth it, or do we just drop it?
Are you able to carry anything else?
No, I'm maxed out, I think. I'm carrying so much stuff.
And you can carry it, so you'll have to drop it.
Okay, I'll drop it on the floor. It's kind of a pain. Okay. What do you guys want to do?
No, I'll be moving my max, but I assume I'll be going last.
Well, we can go in any order, and you can actually sneak past Dave.
No,
I can also levitate you down the stairs.
true, but I might end up blocking the doorway, so do we want to get Dave heading first and aiming for the door?
Well, yeah, he does have enough to open the door to the right, because he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got enough to open the door to the right.
Let's do it. He can
Cool.
be our resident door opener.
Yep, he can go back to his normal role.
Knocking on doors.
Okay.
Doing a bit of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Shopping.
Actually, it wasn't business. It was
Knocking on heaven's door.
Was
Yes,
that
it
Purple Rain or something? No, someone else. Who was it?
It was Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, no, he's
Knocking
right.
on Heaven's
I was
Door.
thinking of a different song. I will run 8.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not very efficient because of the stairs and stuff.
Where does that put me?
You're a couple back from Dave at the moment, just round the corner when it updates.
I'm wondering if I spend 5 to move Jack down the stairs.
Okay, spend 5. If you let me do my first movement, then you do your time meddling in my attack phase, which is my second.
Yeah,
move.
that makes sense.
Okay, so Jack's moving forwards 5 then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just moving 4 makes my
just
life
4, mate.
easier.
Yeah, just the 4.
Okay.
So back 1. Then Vicky can meddle. 1 or 2 would do.
What's the range on this spell though?
Line of sight.
Oh, that's really good.
One. How many away is he from 2 behind? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, I want to be moving you about 3.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack can move 3 straight forward. You can ignore the
Levitating.
stairs.
Okay. So you're just on the other side of the door at the moment next to me. With
Cool.
my woman.
With your woman.
Does
Dirty
she
woman.
literally follow you around? Is that what the card says?
Well, you take the card and the card is basically her. So if you die, discard this event card. It cannot be transferred. So it kind of reads as though she's just kind of following me around.
But what does she do by following you around? What purpose does that serve?
Is she carrying the longsword for you?
No, it doesn't state that. I think she just wants out the dungeon. I think it's
Fair
just
enough.
I think it's just flavour, nothing useful. She's
Okay.
grateful. Retain this event card until the end of the dungeon. Oh, at which point it gains you 1 rare loot card. So I've done it out of sequence. So actually, this sword, I'll put it on the card because we have the option to take it at the end of the game.
And then it can go to someone who could carry it.
Yeah, so
Got
I
it.
suppose you're right. Actually, she is carrying it, and we can nick her off it, nick it off her at the end.
Oh,
Okay, well, I've got 5 movement to go, so would it be worth putting me next to Vicky, seeing as Liam's not going again this turn?
or you can drop one further down from me. So there's a space.
That's what I
Between
mean,
us.
just south of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're kind of flanking Dave a bit. I'm lagging behind. Vicky's got a wolf. Jack's got his trouser snake.
And I've got 3 magic, so I might imbue Jack with pain. Yes, 3 damage.
Hooray. Oh, that's 12 again.
They're my 2 most useful spells currently.
You are quite literally marshalling the battlefield at
Yeah.
one point. And then make a surplus.
Yeah.
So you are the general.
I have to say, your spell setup now, Vicky, is excellent.
Yeah, well, like I was just saying to Jack, there's only 2 that I really use. My healing would be useful, but I've not had necessity for it this game. Sphere of Hate is unnecessary now, and Screaming Siren, because everything else is so good, it's almost becoming redundant. But it does help when we're ambushed by hundreds of things.
Yeah, I mean, the Spear of Hate and Screaming Siren are still good if you throw a lot of dice at them.
Yeah, they're really good, but it'd be nice to try and learn a couple more spells, I think. Might be something we look at going forward.
Well, maybe you should make that next skill of yours the one that gives you +2 spells or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're done, aren't we? Is that darkness roll time?
It's, yeah.
It is.
We've had quite a few ones lately.
Yep.
Who's rolling? Is it Vicky?
You are.
Oh, am I
No,
doing
you
it?
are.
I'm doing the wheel. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't roll a 1.
Also, Liam,
Hmm?
not to be that guy, but how many faith have you forgotten to put on this time?
I'm an idiot. You know what? I'm just going to max myself out because I was only 1 down anyway, so
Yeah.
not really made too much difference. And then I've just misclicked on the wheel, so let's have another go. So let's get it spinning.
What have you been up using your left hand?
Well, it's because the mouse just happens to be on the left-hand side, and I've got so much clutter on the other side.
I vote that's a 2. That
Yeah, that's
line
a 2. That is definitely a 2. And even if Mauro was here, I would still tell him he's a fool and it's a 2. Because he would obviously vote that down to a 1.
As far as he's concerned, every roll is a 1.
He's sadist. But if it wasn't for that, Darklight wouldn't be what it is. Okay, so the door's open, isn't it? So we go straight into exploration. I really hope this is the quest room. No, it's a sacrificial room.
I was going to say it's too high up to be the quest room.
So I need to just dance around the room a sec.
We've got this.
Session. That's it. Where's the dance?
You're not going to see that. There's not enough cameras. I'm going to change the way this is laid out a bit. So rather than putting
Should
the...
not push it all up so that we lose the top of those corridors, because we're never going to be running up those corridors again.
Probably, but I might do that after the stream because I'll probably send cards all over the place.
Fair enough.
So for the moment, I mean these cards here are all dealt with in this room, so I'll just stack those up there, and I'm going to put the exit to the north instead.
Are you able to put it to the north? The card said it has to be opposite, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you can kind of fiddle this game a bit. It does actually. There's like a vague line in the rules that basically says you can use your discretion if you're running out of space and whatnot, as long as it doesn't like adversely affect the game. And I really don't think that's going to adversely affect it.
Fair enough.
I'll put these cards up here to create a bit more space.
Do you have to roll to the dice see if we have monsters or thingy? Because
Yep.
where we explored, it'll go onto another red, won't it?
Yeah, so I'm going to use my... have I not moved the wheel already? I guess I haven't. Probably haven't, so I need to move that forwards. So it will be red, and then I'm going to use my left hand to spin the wheel again.
Success.
What we got?
Okay. Oh, not a success. That's a 1. Monsters.
Well,
Shite. So we have... Oh, here we go. We're back on form. 1 Scorn Brute, 6 Scorn Hunters, and 1d6 Shaman.
Ooh.
Who wants to roll for the Shaman misery?
I will. I rolled a 3.
So that's 2. 2 of those wretched Shaman. I hate Shaman with a passion.
Destroy. Jack can destroy them. It's fine.
leave it to me.
We'll see. We've got
They can heal themselves.
6 Scorn Hunters. That's a lot of Scorn Hunters. Now the useful thing is I don't have to write up many of these cards because we've already done them.
Just the shaman then, yes?
Yeah. This room is almost worthy of a Molotov cocktail.
Well, that is actually an option, I think.
Yeah, we do have some oil flasks knocking around.
So Vicky is holding one.
Yeah,
I'm
I got
holding one. Yeah, I'm holding one. I might use it.
What was that thing I picked up in Tuneball? Was it a glyph?
Yes.
Yes.
Just called?
Curse.
That's what.
Ooh, don't forget.
Okay, so I might just adjust the camera a little bit.
How'd you spell glyph?
Try and get Glyph.
Oh, just spell it right. Just looked wrong.
So, yeah, so let's go through my old cards which I wrote. So we've got a brute. Tell me if you can't read the text. Hunters. And I need to scribble down the shaman. If I can find their cards. Okay, so hunters, brutes. Where are the shaman lurking? Here we go, shaman. Right,
They've gone on holiday, Liam.
sorry?
They've gone on holiday. They're striking.
Yeah, they were hiding. So they are initiative 5. Their movement is a paltry 4.
Still.
Endurance is 6. I'm not even going to write the attack and the hit because it's pointless because they always do spells. So that's kind of pointless. They do have a health of 36, so that's quite high. And they have a mind value of 5.
I can screaming siren the room.
You could do. Do you want to roll for their perks? 2 dice.
Yeah. I can screaming stare in the room and then walk 2 back out of it. I rolled a 4 and a 4, so it's now a 1 and a 4.
So, witch doctors, when it uses its healing behaviour, it does so twice per turn. So, it's just going to heal everything. And for fire totem, fire gaze hits on a 2+. So that's not very nice. Can you see all those cards all right when it updates?
Yeah. I actually think, would it be worth me... Wow. How many away from the doorway am I?
You're currently 3 from the door.
Yeah, it's not enough, really. My magic short. Okay. No, we will let Jack just go for now and see what happens.
I was going to say, shall I start off with an oil flask?
I'm kind of you get my vote for oil flask and arrow storm.
Go for it.
I think that's going to be the shout. So let's go very first. Let's oil flask it, which is a 3x3 area, isn't it?
Let's check.
And I
Just
believe
make sure the
it's,
shamans are in that 3x3.
I believe it's 1d6.
So target a square up to 6 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And deal 2d6 damage plus your perception value to the character within it and all those in an adjacent square.
Yep. Is that damage or wounds? Wait.
So 2d6 damage plus your perception value to the character within it and all those in an adjacent square.
Okay, that's doable. So,
Is
Does
it?
he just roll the damage once and it affects everybody with the same damage value?
To the character, it says target a square up to 6 away and deal 2d6 damage plus your perception value to the character within it and all those. Now I think it's a separate roll because it doesn't say anything about rolling 1 dice and applying that. It just says they all suffer 2d6 damage.
Because it says hit the one in the middle and that applies to everything around it.
On the other ones, for example, your miracle, it says specifically roll damage.
Oh, no, sorry. It does say at the end of this, in parenthesis, roll each separately.
Oh, okay.
I kind of ignored that bit. Is it, Jack, is it worth you... I'm going to put a pencil down so you can see what I'm pointing at. So, screener update in a minute. But is it worth going for the chap down here so you end up getting 5 hunters as well as a shaman and a brute?
I'm up for that.
Just the hunters will drop more readily.
Yeah, I'm up for that. Anything, this is unlikely to kill anything, but it should soften it up before an arrow storm.
And you've got your snake as well.
I do.
But he has to go at the end of the turn, doesn't he, or something? Does he end your turn?
No, snake needs to go before I do my arrow storm. Arrow storm ends my go.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you're dumping an oil flask then, are you?
I am. So I shall scrub that.
Good luck.
So I'll just roll the damage directly. So first one, 2d6 plus 7. Rubbish.
Will this include my +3?
Is that includes the weapon?
Oh, yeah. Weapon.
It isn't my weapon. Let's try it. No. So first one was 10, which is pretty shite.
Which one were you shooting first?
It's a hunter, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
I'll start at the bottom. So is that 1 wound?
Yep.
Okay.
Next one. That's much better. That's 17. So 8 wounds.
Okay. And you've got 2 more hunters above them.
Okay, so next hunter. It's not too bad. 16, so 7 wounds.
Okay, another hunter.
14 at that time, so 5 wounds.
Setting you up for a screaming siren here, Vicky.
Yeah.
And also probably my purification, which hits everything. One more hunter, Jack.
One more hunter. Okay. 15, so 6 wounds.
6 wounds. Yeah, and now you're onto a shaman.
Okay. Ooh, that's much nicer. So 18. So
That's 12 because their endurance is only 6.
12 wounds.
That's good.
That's nice.
Try and get all his dice in. The last one will be the brute. Good luck with that.
Oh dear. That's 11, so 1 wound.
Okay. So
Right. Let's send in the trouser snake. It's 6 away. Can I aim for the most? Oh no. Let's just aim for one of the hunters.
okay, well the nearest hunter's currently got 7 wounds.
What's his health total?
17.
Yeah, let's go for him. Oh, I'll get an extra. Anyway, let's go for him. Snake has hit. Snake has done. 9, 12.
Take 9.
So, okay, 3 wounds.
Okay, well that goes to 5. That's pretty good. And then we've got your arrow storm if you favour it.
I certainly do. It does mean I'm going to be tapped out stamina, but I'm fine with that. I have blockers in front of me. So, it's on 3+. It's a 4x4 area.
Yeah, we'll start at the bottom. I'll go in the same order. Well, actually, where do you want to place it? You can get everything, can't you? But do you want to do that or do you want to concentrate?
That's the question. I could concentrate more towards the hunters and clear them off. If I am at everything, I'm not likely to kill anything.
Do you want to mainly... What about aiming for the bottom right 6? The pack of 6?
Stop thinking. I'm still going to hit the brute.
Think about hitting the shaman that you've already injured.
He's part of that bottom 6.
Right.
So, stick with roughly the same area I hit with the oil flask, Liam.
Okay, well, so we'll start with the shaman with 1 wound at the bottom.
Okay, so 3+.
Actually, tell you what, scrap that. Let's start with the other one who's heavily wounded because you've got a better chance of killing him.
That's fine, I've hit him. So you've given me 3. Okay, so it's 2d6 plus 12. Nice. 10, 22 total.
And what was it, a hunter?
Yeah, I think.
Minus the 9,
So 13 wounds.
and he's already carrying 8, so he's dead.
Cool.
So you're going to
So
get
the
a free shot.
Yep. So, trap. So I've got
So, I'm just using my hand.
5 after this.
6. Your arrow storm
After
shoots.
this.
This is the free one.
Oh.
No, because do you not get 7 shot?
Yeah, that bloody quiver you gotta do. So 6 after this, still on. So anyway, next
Don't
shot.
you say?
Yes, dear.
That's all right. I can edit that bit out of the recording, Jack. It's fine. Carry on.
Okay. Well then, 9 plus 12, aren't I? So 21.
Was it a hunter we're hitting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Next one at the bottom.
Does that kill it?
Well, it's got 7. It's currently got 16 health because it's already taken a wound.
Okay, so no. He's just taken. That was 12 wounds onto it, so that hasn't killed it.
So he's on 13 wounds in total.
Yep. However, that having been the exploded arrow, this will be the attack proper on it.
Okay, yeah.
Hit. Kind of unsurprising. Yeah, I think he's dead. Put it mildly.
And so that means you then get a free arrow off of that because of the carnal bow.
Yep. So let's go freebie attack on the next one.
Let's go for the one that's heavily wounded. It's got 10 wounds.
Okay, cool. That's a hit. That is 19.
And it's
10
well and
points.
truly dead, so you've got another exploded
So
arrow.
it's another free attack.
Wow.
This carnal bow can be fairly silly. Okay, so it's another hunter, is it?
Yeah, 3 wounds this hunter has, so he's got 10 left. No, sorry, my bad. Is it 15? No, I can't even add up.
What are we hitting a hunter?
Yeah, he's got 14 wounds left.
Dead.
Is that-
Just did 15
Yeah,
wounds.
he's dead.
You just
So
did
another-
15 wounds, bloody hell, so you get another arrow coming out of his corpse. So
Yeah.
the next hunter up has already taken 6 wounds.
What's the name of the blue-coloured guy in Guardians of the Galaxy? Because I'm feeling a bit like him
Yeah,
now.
what, Yondu?
Yeah.
Is it time to start whistling?
Right. So, yeah, next one. It's a hit. That's not so good.
What was it?
16.
16, take 9.
7.
7 wounds on that one.
Okay.
What's that put him on to?
13, I think.
Okay, this is when the next arrow comes off with what remaining. It's a hit.
Yeah. He's dead.
19. Okay, yeah, he's dead.
You'll get an arrow explode out of his corpse into the shaman.
Yep. That's a hit. 19 again.
Take 6, so 13 wounds.
Cool.
13. Bloody hell.
Okay, how many attacks have I got left to go?
4.
So, are you hitting the brute as well, or is it? Was the brute not part of the pack?
The brute would have been part of the pack because the area's got to be, 4 along.
Have you actually put a proper shot onto the shaman, or have these all been ricochets?
That was a ricochet. He's got 4 shots left.
So that
Okay.
was a ricochet. This next one will be on the shaman.
Okay, yeah.
So
It's a crit.
it's a crit.
It's a crit, bloody hell.
We'll take 6, 18 wounds.
Yep.
18, so there's 15. And another 3. What's he on? He's on 10, 20, 30, 43. His life is 36, so
Dead.
he's dead. So you've then got a ricochet coming off into the brute's arse.
Well, actually, I'm going to say technically the ricochet doesn't have to be in the
No,
4x4
the ricochet
area.
can go wherever.
So I'll put that into one of the shaman.
Well, what about, do you want to soften up the last hunter? Be easier. They've got much less life.
Fair point. Okay, let's go for the hunter then. Okay, it's a hit.
Oh.
Well, that's a fairly silly roll. I rolled 2 6s.
Oh god, they're getting murdered. So
Away
his
9.
endurance is 9.
15 wounds.
15 wounds.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Now, how many arrows do I have left?
3.
And they're all going to be landing in the brute.
Yeah.
Okay. That's quite handy.
That was, the brute is the only bit left in his little cluster, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So 3 hours on the brute.
That's a hit. 5. 17.
17, take 10. So
7
7
wounds.
wounds.
Three.
Take 10. So another 10 wounds.
God, the only thing that would be slightly more devastating right now would probably be the Guyver. They're getting absolutely massacred.
His very last shot was a miss.
Well, what a shame.
That's not bad.
How much damage has the brute taken
18.
out of 40?
Yeah, that's just shocking. That is really shocking. Now it's Dave's go now, isn't it? He's probably going to tear that brute a new one.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you done, Jack?
I'm done. With Dave, just a thought. Is it worth him jumping over the brute's head so he can hit 2 things potentially?
I don't think he's going to have enough oomph to kill that many things, is he?
Give him an extra 4 wounds by imbuing him with pain.
Which puts him on 2d6 plus his strength 7, isn't it?
I think you're right. Yeah, strength 7.
So it'd be 2d6 plus 11 wounds.
Do we want to leap him in then?
Yeah, absolutely.
He could actually easily take out that hunter if you so wished. So Dave is leaping in.
I reckon Dave's got enough damage that he can take that brute out, because that brute is what's killing us, going to kill us.
I'll agree.
Okay, so Dave's
If you
gonna.
hit the brute and the shaman.
I think it's a hunter, not shame.
Hunter's at the very back.
So Dave loses a stamina to do that, but he gets his +1 damage. So is he going to axe the brute in the back?
So what's he hitting on, a 2+?
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
I rolled a 1.
What is it with Dave and missing the first attack? Every time.
Can you have another go? He's got 2 attacks.
I rolled a 2.
Well, that will hit.
Yep.
So 2d6. That's a 9.
Plus 11. It's 20.
20. 20 wounds, basically.
Yep. You can also have Fury to do another attack.
Which I think I will, because then we can take the brute out.
20 wounds. So how much fury is it for another attack? Let me have a look.
3? 4.
I think.
Oh, hang on. Before you do this, so how many wounds did you just do?
20.
Adrenaline rush. For every 2 wounds you've caused while attacking, gain 1 fury. So he's just gained 10 fury, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's maxed out on fury. So he's up to 12 fury now. And to do an extra attack, what is it? Rampage, you can spend 4 fury points to deal 1 extra melee or ranged attack. So he's going to drop down another 4, leaves him on 8, and you get another attack, Vicky.
Oh. It's a crit. That brute is well and truly dead.
Yeah, he's gone. So, but how many wounds did he do? Because he's going to get more fury back off of that.
Well, how much health did it have left?
10, 20, 35, 6, 7, 8. So on 38 out of 40.
So you did 2 wounds, you get 1
Yeah.
Fury back.
You get 1 fury back, so he's back up to 9. I mean, he can spend fury to get stamina back if he really wanted it.
How many is he on currently?
Currently on 5, so it's pretty high.
Right.
Is that all the brute's gone now?
Yeah, the 1 brute is gone. There's 1 hunter left after Jack just basically raped them all.
And 1 shaman?
1 shaman who hasn't really taken any damage yet.
That's alright.
1 shaman
There's only
has died.
20 left.
So yeah, we've taken out 50% of the shaman. So
Well, there's no point me screaming siren anything.
no, I'm some way back. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you move me 4, Vicky, or is that a stretch too far?
Stretch far, I can only move you 2.
Okay, so let's think.
That way.
So So I might as well just use I might as well just run, and then I could pull off a miracle. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can just get in the room round the corner. And then I could use smite, I guess. Deal the following attacks to one demon in line of sight. Roll a number of d6 equal to your charisma. And for every 4 scored, deal 2 wounds. So I could try and finish off that hunter.
Yeah, I would. It's only got, what, 2 wounds left?
Yeah, because that's going to give me some faith back. So smite costs 4, cost drops down to 3 because of my funky necklace.
You can get really back to 2, but going to get sort of cost you 1.
Yeah, hopefully that's the plan. So let's roll some dice. Oh, look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds. Well, he's screwed. He's well and truly gone, so that's going to give me 2 faith back. And I don't know if it's worth doing. Purification costs 5, that would drop to 4. Each demon in the room would suffer 1d6 wounds. Is it worth it?
Probably not, because chances are we're not going to kill it this time round. He may heal himself.
Liam, just thought, you cast a miracle, didn't you?
Yeah.
Have a free attack.
Well, I could do if I was next to it, but I'd need, but I couldn't actually because I had to run to go that far.
Wait. Can I time medal?
Yeah, but you couldn't move me 4. That's why I asked at the very beginning, could you move me 4 spaces? Because that was the only way I could get into attack range.
I see.
Oh, I was going to say... yeah.
Where are you stood then?
I'm 1 square away from it at the moment.
I was going to say, the miracle thing you've got means that when you cast a miracle, you get an extra attack.
I do, but I'm not adjacent.
Yeah, but if Vicky moved you by 1, you'd be adjacent. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter.
No, I wouldn't, because I used my attack phase to run. That's how I managed to get in the room.
Fair enough.
I actually don't have any attacks because I spent my attack phase actually running in. But like with Vicky, I'm allowed to do my miracles before or after movement or before or after the attack phase. So I literally just legged it in there with a view of just doing some miracles. So, is it Vicky?
It is.
Yeah, but I don't know what to do.
Javelin?
Yeah. Let's start with the javelin.
You'll need to move though, Vicky, because you haven't got line of sight at the moment.
Have I not?
No, you're tucked round the corner.
Okay, well, move me to be in line of sight.
So if we moved you 2 diagonally, you'll have a nice straight shot at him now.
Okay. I'm hitting on 4. No?
Yeah.
I rolled a 3. Let's try again. I rolled a 5. So I hit the second one, so it's 2d6 plus 5. 8. 13, take 6. So 7 wounds on the shaman.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Worth
I've only got 2 magic. Got 5 injury, can carry it up to 4 squares away. This deals 1d6 damage for each sword slashes. Well, I might as well give it a go. Oh, is he? How far away from me is he?
He's 4.
Perfect. No, I didn't score high enough. Oh well, worth a try. Okay, so over to the shaman.
He's probably
Did you
just...
know this entire game, this is the first demon attack?
Yeah, they've just been absolutely steamrolled in this game.
Been able to hit us.
Yeah, I mean the combination we've got going now is just horrendous, and because we're all such high initiative,
I think it helps guys are particularly low initiative.
Yeah, I mean, these Scorn aren't even getting a look in. When you look at the combinations we've got now with like the Arrow Storm and the Carnal Bow and the Time Meddling and the Miracles and Dave's, you've got no endurance. It's just horrible.
Magic.
Yep, into your time medley.
Mention that one.
Yes, let's put Dave right in harm's way with a massive hammer.
Yeah.
Right, so the Shaman's behaviour is a 3, so he's going to, each Scorn moves until one or more Accursed are in line of sight. Each attacks with Fire Gaze, even if adjacent to an Accursed. So Fire Gaze hits on a 2+ because they're perk. So the Shaman rolls 1d6, which will hit on a 3, so that's a 2+. Deal d6 plus mind fire wounds. So that's quite nasty because their mind value is 5. So who are we going to...
No?
Sorry?
I thought you said it was the Scorn that attacked.
The Scorn Shaman is attacking.
Oh, okay.
So who do you want to put the fire wounds on?
Dave. Hasn't he got resistance to fire?
You know what he might do actually? He did pick up something. He has got resistance to fire, so we'll see what that does. So d6 rolling is a 5, so that's really high. So he's going to pick up 10 fire wounds. Oh no, sorry, that was the initial hit because it hits on a 2+, and then the wounds. Oh, it's worse. It's 6. So he's got 11 fire wounds, and I just need to.
11.
Because it's d6 plus mind.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to just read up the resistance rule because I can never remember it. Resistances, here we go. So for fire resistances, total up the value of all relevant items. When fire-based wounds should be taken, roll a d6, and if the roll is equal to or less than the resistance value, no wounds are taken. So if one of you guys can roll 2 or less, he will not take those 11 wounds.
Okay. It's hoping. No, I rolled 4.
Okay. So Dave has taken 11 wounds. So
I take it he can't mitigate any of them due to his armour or evasion.
No, because it's not damage. It's literally wounds, literally wounds. So he's taken 11 wounds, which is a really heavy knock. So, and then it's darkness roll, I think. Is it the wheel?
Jack.
Is it Jack?
Oh, back to me. Yeah, that's me. I rolled a 2.
Okay, that's cool, so no change. So, thinking of time here, do we want to finish off this round and then leave it?
Yeah, or that.
So, Jack's opening up. You can just generate a stamina and put it out of its misery.
Oddly enough, that's exactly what I'd like to do. So,
Wait, can I imbue him with pain?
no need.
Okay.
Save your magic for healing.
I'm not imbuing him with pain.
Okay.
Save it and heal the day.
I might as well do that while doing what you're doing.
Okay, well, shot number 1 is a hit. It's 9. Oh, okay. 18 damage. So 12 wounds.
Okay.
Shot number 2. Failed. Quite embarrassingly because I hit on a 2. Shot number 3. Oh, shot number 3 is 2, so that one hits. 15. So it's 9 more wounds. How far away am I out of interest? Am I within 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you are. Your snake will be eligible.
Okay. On goes the snake. The snake got a crit, so that's 18 and 2 poison.
Takes it.
So 12 and 2 poison.
What's he on? 10, 20, 30, 40, 40 wounds. He's already dead.
Yeah.
Hey, snake did something useful.
He is
Am
well.
I within 4 of Dave?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, he has 4 health back.
Wow, okay. So, he was on 11, so he's down to 7, is it?
Yeah.
Do we, do you want to divide up the spoils before we carry on finishing off our turn?
Yep.
So, that was actually another rare loot reward.
Nice.
And also there's the chest in this room, which I've forgotten to put down again. And I didn't do an environment card either. Stupid. Keychain. Hanging on a hook that protrudes dangerously from the wall, you find a set of rusty old keys. Any Accursed doing a search action within this map tile may take the keys. The keys will unlock anything in this dungeon which would normally require a lockpick to open. Discard at the end of the dungeon. So it's basically a lockpick for this entire
Bit of
dungeon.
consumable though.
No, doesn't say it's anything.
Okay.
Just a dungeon card then, because you're removing it at the end of this.
Yeah.
Special.
Oh, this is nice. So we've just acquired a Bane crystal. They are
Nice.
really good blacksmithing components. Shall I give that to Dave, since he seems to have all the
Yeah.
component things? I think we'll probably be able to do a lot with that. Bane crystal. We're still on the scrounge for some gold though.
Yep.
So Dave's got a Bane crystal. And that sells for 250 as well. That sells for a big beer. Soul count wise, human calculators again. We had 2 forward, 6 hunters. So that's hunters were 8 souls apiece.
42.
We had a brute at 26.
Oh.
And then we had 2 shaman who were at 16 each.
Ooh.
And a 4-way split on that.
25 each.
Yep.
25 each. I don't think my brain can do the maths on this. Do you want to read them out, Jack?
Well, I'm at 100%.
No, I think I got my maths wrong. 8, 16, 24, 32. Should have been 48 plus 26.
Seconds.
71, 2, 3, 74 plus 32.
What?
No. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So 48 plus 26. The hunters. Yeah, it's 48. Yeah.
It is 48 with the
The mentats
Yeah,
don't work after
156.
10 o'clock.
Yeah. It's right. I miscalculated in the first instance. So it is 106. So 2 of us take 26 and 2 of us take 27.
Yep.
I'll take 26. So
I'll take.
I'm on
Me and
119.
Me and Dave get 27.
So I'm on 119. What's Dave on? 120?
Well, Vicky's now on 121. You're abusing yourself, though.
What are you on, Jack?
179.
So 179 for Jack, 121 for Vicky. I think Dave's on 120.
What was Dave on before this round?
I can't remember, but he was one higher than me, and I'm on 119.
Okay, so yeah, it'll be on 120.
Okay.
No, it'll be on 121 with me.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. 121 with Vicky.
Because if he was one above you to start with, and then he took an extra point, it means he's going to be 2 above you now.
Okay. So Dave's on 121. Okay, so wow, I'm lagging behind on a paltry 119.
That's what you get telling me that I was lagging behind.
Clearly. Okay, finishing off this round then. So Jack's been. So
Open the door.
sorry.
Dave can go open the door.
Dorman Dave.
What's Dave? His stamina's 5. So if he rests and then just moves one and opens, he goes back up to max stamina.
Yeah.
I will go up to maximum faith. I might actually just spend a miracle to heal Dave. Mind you, it's quite a lot. Well, it cost me 5. Heal yourself for 1 ally in line of sight for 2d6 wounds. Might as well patch him up, hadn't I? Unless you can patch him up, Vicky.
I already did 4 this turn. I would have to wait till next turn.
Okay, so I'm going to spend it's a healing one, so I can knock 2 off of that. So it cost me 5. So 5, and I can heal Dave by 2d6 wounds. Oh, that was a terrible roll. 8, but he's got 7, so he's okay. So he's got no wounds now. So that's cool. And then I'm going to move 2 along to join Dave in the doorway. Are we going to bother with this treasure chest in here? Could be a mimic.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well Vicky, before you go searching it, are you going to drag Jack forwards into the room?
Yeah. I will move Jack too.
Okay, so he's just outside the room. And then
Yep.
are you wandering in, Vicky, and doing a search?
Yeah.
How far into the room do you want to go?
I've moved 4, so
Well, assuming it...
you and me and you.
Well, if we
1, 2,
moved you 2 and put you on the diagonal, we might be able to control where a mimic might end up, if it is one. Okay, so searching. It's a locked chest. Which, do you still have your lockpick?
Yeah. Would it make more sense to
Use the key.
use the keys?
Yeah, but you don't have the key at the moment.
No, but I can do that next turn, can't I? Or I've still got my attack phase. I can search and...
No, you've done your move. This is your attack phase, and you searched the chest, so you haven't got that key yet. So
Okay.
you
I can search the key and then open the lock chest, can't I?
it's going to take you several turns to do that, because next turn you'll have to get to your attack phase to do the environment card, and in the following turn you'll have to go back to the chest to use the key. That's quite a long wait, or you can just use your lockpick now.
The environment card can't be with.
Oh, so I can't do it in my movement phase.
No, you can only do searching in your attack phase, and you can only get that key in your attack phase because it's a search. So it's it's completely out of order basically. So it's going to cost you a number of turns to be efficient about it. In which case you probably would have moved on, or you could just use the lockpick.
We just use the lockpick.
We can always buy another one. They don't cost a huge amount.
Okay. I'll use the lockpick.
So you then get... I need to just read this up because I think lock chests are quite good. So discard to open a locked chest. Gain 1 loot card for the group and 1 rare loot card for yourself.
Ooh.
So the loot card is a woodcutter's axe. So Dave recently sold one of these. They're worth 15. So is that going straight to floor because they are weight 2?
Yep.
And the rare one is what we really care about. Wow.
Young.
Wow, this is really good. It's a saint's helmet, just when you thought you couldn't get any better stuff. Now, Jack may have views on this because it's gold, but also I've got views on it because it's medium armour, and when equipped you get +1 evasion and +1 armour, so it's slightly better than my Helm of Nightmares at the moment. And if you're the Exorcist, you gain 1 additional faith point whenever you receive 1 or more faith points from a darkness roll. I'd be getting 3 a turn.
Okay, Liam.
The only thing I would say against that is your Helm of Nightmares helps you mitigate insanity.
It was, but I'm quite happy to give the Helm of Nightmares to Jack.
I don't think I can take it because I had something on my head.
What's on your head?
I'm not sure.
Let's have a look.
Hair.
I have Whip of Awesomeness.
No, you've got Serrated Sword, Tail of Devourer, Grand Staff, Carnal Bow, Ring of Duelist, Cape, Superior Quiver. I'm pretty sure that's yeah, you couldn't use your cape, which is why your cape's not equipped at the moment. Armbands,
Yeah.
Longbow, Medallion, Skin Stitcher, Stag Boots. There's nothing on your head.
Headless.
I am headless.
So would you
Well-
like the Helm of Nightmares, Jack?
I will take it off you. I am annoyed that the first thing we find made of gold is something so good for you. However, I'm laughing because that's the third item I looked at in the rare item deck here when pulling out this stuff.
And the Helm of Nightmares is awesome. So it weighs 1, Jack,
Yep.
and it will boost your armour by 1.
Cool.
But more importantly, whenever you suffer a sanity, and we know your sanity's low, but whenever you suffer insanity on a 3+, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, it helps you mitigate it, providing you can roll.
So that is, I mean, that's awesome for you. And I've just picked up a ridiculously good helmet, which is just nuts. I mean, generating 3 faith a turn is ridiculous.
I'm not going to complain too much because it means my armour's back up to 9.
Yeah, I didn't actually think we could pull any better items than we have. On that note, shall we, I mean, you probably want to see what's in the next room, do you? But shall we just call it a day after the exploration?
Yeah, and the reason I say that is because if we know it's in the next room, if it's not the room after, it gives you more options as to where you're moving the dungeon round to.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to move the brute out of the way a minute. We can go. So, who's doing the darkness roll?
Me.
Roll away.
I rolled a 6.
Cool.
Oh, my bad.
Awesome. So we'll call it there. We know we've got a 6, but what is this card? It's a T-junction. So we've as always, we've gone the wrong way at the intersection. So we've got another session on this anyway, because we're going to have the quest room and then a couple of tiles and stuff. So it's probably a nice point to call it there. So I'm gonna
On without it getting in the way of anything.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna stop the recording.
I'd almost be inclined to twist it around 90 degrees. You might be a bit more tiles in that way.